Can't wait till we're live streaming.
Bailey, stop.
The question is, who is... Oh, well, we've introduced it. I guess that we've only got 4 players again tonight. So, welcome everyone to our next episode of Natty 1.
Are you really going to lead with that? Are you really going to lead with what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with it?
We've only got 4 players.
I mean, Micah just clearly said, stop it, Bailey, before that, so...
Did you?
Yes.
So you're the idiot.
No, Bailey's the idiot.
Alright,
you are. You said his name. He's over there trying to make a mockery of you, and it's your fault for giving in.
Shut up, Matt.
I expected this from Sarah.
Let's keep
She's got
going.
no tears left to cry. So, we just wanted to give a quick little thanks to everyone who's jumped on board so far with us. So we wanted to give a special thanks to Paint Goblin Studios for, once again, painting our miniatures up. Awesome job. We love looking at them every single time they come out. So thank you guys. We wanted to thank the Dungeon Caster for the terrain that you've given us so far. We've been able to use them so well, and once again, really amazing stuff. If you haven't checked it out, links are down below. You should definitely grab some of it because it definitely transforms the tabletop into something amazing. We also have Dungeon in a Box last week. I've recently subscribed to them and they look awesome. So I haven't got my box yet, but I'm waiting for my big goodies because I'm not allowed to use little goodies according to Pete.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but apparently it's not a good thing to say according to Mr. Ball over there. So,
What's wrong with little goodies?
I don't know. You know.
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
No.
Do you have little goodies?
Also, we need to thank our lovely people who created the screens behind us, which has our logo on it, and it makes it a little more interesting than having a kitchen.
David at Hatch Inc.
David at Hatch Inc. So awesome. And last but not least, we're going to give ourselves a little self-plug. We now have our Patreon up and running and it's live, so you should definitely check that out. Have a little look. There's a stupid video on there too, which is fantastic because it is us. We are stupid. There's a different set of rewards here. You are definitely stupid, Joker. You are.
I completely missed it.
Unbelievable.
You're mortified.
He just said we're stupid.
So you should definitely check that out. We've got a list of different rewards. As I said, whatever you want to give, if you want to give, that would be awesome. It helps us get whatever we need to make this even better.
Like a new DM.
Some really cool rewards. Some of it even includes some of the memorabilia and terrain that Mike has made.
Yeah.
Other is you get to have a one-shot hosted by one of us on Discord.
Sarah.
We have an open, Sarah will run a thing online. We have a Discord server where we can just jump on and we can
Perpetual fireball everywhere.
we can all talk. We can all talk crap together on Discord. That's another one as well. So, as I said, check that out. If you want to donate, awesome, we thank you. But obviously, if you don't want to donate and you'll just be like, I can watch this for free, that's totally fine too. So, I think, well, for now, we'll get there.
Can't wait till we're on Amazon Prime.
I think I've pretty much covered everything. This is really hard without Jason doing it really flamboyantly. So, Bailey, roll that intro.
No!
Well, welcome back, everyone. We should probably get into it, hey? So we had a little bit of a hectic 2 sessions, but we finally made it back to Feldenbrook, safe and sound-ish.
Well, I'd argue that we didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're there, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So to recap, you guys ended up finding yourself in the middle of the bluffs. Danger was fast approaching as you were hunted by these juggernauts that had gotten your scent via your blood, your sweat, your tears. They'd followed you to a small cave where you had Marcus, and you had to make the tough call to leave his body behind without giving him the burial that he deserved. Much to your heartbreak and your trying to think of what you could do, you guys left. You were pursued by some warg outriders, and a pursuit ensued. You battled them, and unfortunately, Laurel wasn't fast enough, and she was taken down by these outriders. As you continue to run, you eventually were caught up by a war pack, and as the battle began to ensue, you realized fast that while you were sort of holding your own, you couldn't keep this up as you were starting to get depleted fast and your energy was starting to fade. when at the last minute, out of nowhere, a group of bandits showed up and helped you to seize the initiative and defeat them. As you talked with them, you realised that you were now talking to a sisterhood of Eladrin, who Feldenbrook had referred to as the Dancing Ravens. They seemed to know a lot of insight about each of you, and they were also talked about a compatriot that they were working with, which you quickly surmised was the curator. After them saving you in the battle, they quickly told you that you owed them a favour now, and they departed hastily before you could get any real answers from them. As you continued towards the road, a massive cavalry of outriders came after you, and as Sheth started to fall behind, getting crippled from exhaustion, and it started to look bad as he went down, one of the Trinity Guardians came to your aid and swiped those wargies to oblivion. A familiar face to Alavera was mounted upon the shoulder of this titan, one called Jeffrel. At this point, it all just came to a still as you were able to get back up on the titan, and you began to make your way back to Feldenbrook on this titan. As you guys discussed to and fro with each other, you figured out that this child that was still unconscious on your back had been cursed by some sort of heavy abyssal enchantment, and that the High Priest of Favan would have to see to this child, which Jeffrel would do. As you guys got to the gates of Feldenbrook, you found in the hag's head's bag a letter from Barrack, which had his last will, and in a sort of moment where you had a chance to breathe and a little bit of grief was given for the griever, you had your ways and you were going to see to it that his last wills were met. And as you guys retreated to the Red Juggler after quite a big ordeal, you had a drink for your fallen comrades, Henry joining you, and Henry made special arrangements that they could make some rooms quickly for you so you could get a well-deserved long rest. And that's where we are. So,
have we completed a long rest, or
I assume you've probably gone upstairs. And
yeah. I think we left off like while that was happening. Yeah,
you were having a small
food.
drink in the morning and some food, and the rooms were ready whenever you were. So there were 2 rooms for you guys, one for the girls, one for the guys. The Red Juggler has probably about 80, 90 rooms. It is a huge establishment.
Wow.
And to get 2 rooms in this time of the festival, they had to make very special arrangements for you, which is strange because you've never really met Henry or Rubric, to be honest, but they made these arrangements for you. So I assume that you guys begin your long rest. Cool. 4 hours pass for our elven friends while they trance, and you 2 get your full 8 hours.
Now I'm only down to 2 levels of exhaustion.
True. Is there anything you guys want to do during those 4 hours after you've rested? So you would have started your rest probably at around maybe 9, 10 a.m. So it'd be early afternoon, 2-ish, by the time you guys finish your trance and feel recovered from the previous day's events.
Do you?
I did.
Oh, just then?
Oh no, I did it
19
earlier.
and 14, right?
Oh, right.
But yeah.
Alright, so is there anything you guys would like to do, or did you just want to...
I'm going to chase down the last will and testament of our dear friend, acquaintance friend,
While
Barrack.
the rest of us are asleep. Yeah.
Okay, so on this letter, you remember the name Frayne, which was mentioned. Frayne is a griever contact in the underworld of the grievers within Feldenbrook. And that was one of the names that was mentioned, and in the letter, Barrack also said, if you show my griever symbol, it should get you in.
I'll go to where it specifies then. I can't remember where it said.
So it doesn't really specify. It was very vague in what was left.
Oh, well, let's just keep the gold, I guess. And all this stuff.
You're gonna keep it.
No.
That was sarcasm. Yeah.
So was there any, like... You sent us the...
I did. I sent you the letter somewhere within our chat.
You and me or the big one?
You can search in the chat.
The big one.
The big one. Alright, but I'm not going to find that.
Just type Barrack.
It would be like a picture.
Is it a picture or...
It's not a picture. It's
No, it was a
Oh
text.
really? Oh. It would have been easier if it was a picture.
Yeah.
So,
What was the name of the contact?
so Frayne was the name of the
Frayne.
contract.
F-R-A-E-Y-N.
Freyn. Yep. The other contact that he mentioned was a travelling merchant named Talos. He runs a travelling goods store called the Treasure Trove. He said that the Merchant Guild might know of his whereabouts. So he travels all around the land. So it could be hard to pinpoint where exactly he is.
But it's possible that he's in Feldenbrook now because of the high amount of money he could earn. What was his? How did you spell his name?
Talos. Talos.
OS.
I'll go find him then.
Okay, cool. What about you, Olivera? What are you going to do? Are you just going to stay in...
I'm just gonna chill.
Okay, cool. So, as you go downstairs, Lance, you're greeted by Henry, who's standing there, just watching. Yeah, you going, mate? Feeling a bit better?
Yeah.
After doing your weird sort of city thingy that you do? Trance? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Sitting. Yeah, I did. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you want some bacon and eggies?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
I mean, I would have made them this morning if I could, but
That's all right.
I was in a,
It's,
was in a slam. You know,
It's
what
not
it's
food
like.
that I'm used to and I don't miss it, so
All right.
it doesn't have the same effect for me that it does for other people. It's not as nostalgic for me.
Fair enough. Are your friends still asleep?
Oh, one of them is. Two of them are.
Oh,
The chef and the fire girl, Kindra. Olivera's, I don't know what she's doing. She could be asleep for all I know.
well, are you going to be coming into the tavern tonight? Big night. It's the official opening of the festival tonight.
I don't have plans to.
Oh, come have a drink. There'll be all sorts of crazy characters in here tonight, mate. It'll be a bit of fun.
I have other things I might attend to, but I'll give it some thought.
All right, mate. As long as you're not here to fuck spiders, go and do stuff, mate.
What spiders?
Oh, it's a saying.
Another what?
As long as you're not here to fuck spiders. Never heard it.
Who would do that?
Silly people. That's why we don't want them to do it.
Right. Has anyone ever done it?
Oh, I mean, yeah, probably. There's some sick son of a bitches out in the world, yeah.
It's so small.
Well, I mean, there's giant spiders.
Ah, yes.
Which you encountered.
I've seen one. I would not want to
Really?
do the... Yes, no, would
I've
not.
heard the giant spiders have some pretty potent venom.
Yeah, we were subject to it. Not me personally.
Oh,
I was personally, but I resisted it because
that's a pretty tall tale, mate.
I did resist it. Luckily, it didn't hit the vein that goes straight to my heart, I guess. Wait, they all do, don't they?
Oh,
All of them. But it wasn't...
I mean, all the poisons try and enter your body, but it just depends on your will if you can resist it or not.
Yeah, exactly. I must have resisted before I got somewhere important.
You're a strong man, or elf, or whatever we call you people with the pointy ears. No offence.
That's right. I'd say with the giant spider bearing down to me, it was more luck than skill.
Huh. Each their own, mate. I think that you're pretty special. I mean, I'm not going to lie, those blades there are... Not that blade.
They're hidden.
Okay.
No, they're actually hidden.
Oh, you've kept... That's
I
right, you've got
haven't
the
hidden,
thing, don't you? Cool. Never mind. Just retracted that statement.
Yeah, I always hidden in like those cloths.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So what are you up to today then, while your friends sleep?
I have to deal with the personal effects of our travelling companion.
Ugh. Pity that. Is there anything I can help with?
Maybe.
Huh.
It mentioned in his will that I should speak to a man named Talos, travelling merchant, or
He owns a Treasure Trove store, yeah?
possibly yes. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm sure you'll see him in here. He frequents this place during the festival.
Right. Treasure trove. Could I find that anywhere during the day?
Oh, he'll be around the city somewhere peddling goods. You just have to search all the markets. There's a lot of them at this time, though.
What does he look like? Is he remarkable in any sort of way?
Not really. He's a pretty average human, man. Black hair, bit of a scruffy beard, really.
And there's another person he mentioned to find who was his first preference. His name is, all I go by is Frayne. I assume he's a sort of in the crowd of grievers.
I know a lot of people in this town, mate, and I've never heard that name before.
Do you have any information on where grievers will congregate at all, if any, or rumoured to be?
Mate, grievers are so tight-lipped. Tighter than a fish's anus, so, you know.
That I understand.
all right, I'm glad. But, yeah.
Because
I know a lot of things
to-
in this city, mate, but the griever, underhood, and everything, nothing.
Underwood.
Well, The Underwood. I mean, I get them confused with the Greylands, you know.
The what?
The Greyland Underwood. They're like the big criminal empire of the land. Never heard of them?
I have.
Ah, alright.
That's how actually I do. I've had run-ins. Unpleasant ones.
Not fun.
Not on this continent.
Well, I suppose, look, he's giving me dirties. He's pointing back towards Rubric. He's just like, yeah, better get back to it. I won't keep you here anymore, Lance. It's good seeing you, mate.
I believe that's me. That shouldn't keep you any more from him.
Yeah, I know. I've got to serve some piss to the other people, you know.
Yes, that.
You get it. All right.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Piss.
Cool.
Very good.
Very good. Well done. All right.
And I exit the door.
You exit the door.
And I go searching the marketplace for an unremarkable man who may be... Actually, what I'll do is... there are lots of various peddlers and merchants here, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try and speak to all those peddlers and try and pinpoint where he might be, see if anyone can see him. Like, not market stall people, other people that look like they're road travellers.
Roll investigation.
20? Hold on. Maybe it's 20. It's either 17 or 20.
Okay.
Alright, come on. Where are you? Yeah, I think I should just get an iPad to look at everything. Just because it's so fidgety to get it on my phone. Yeah, 20.
So, as you're asking around, the first couple of people that you ask, they don't really seem interested in pointing you to other merchants. They're heavily trying to sell you their own goods, different arrays of herbs and spices, other various general goods. Some people have adventuring gear. There's even a couple of dwarves and other people who set up shop trying to sell weapons that are quite well made. But as you continue along, you come across a woman, and she's selling garments, like finely tailored garments.
Oh, garments.
Yeah, garments.
Oh, I thought you said garnets, like, ooh, finely tailored garnets.
Yeah, I remember seeing a man like that. He was in the Magic Quarter.
The Magic Quarter?
Yes, in the northeast of the city.
Where the academy is?
No, not that far. Still within the walls.
Forgive me, I'm not used to this place yet.
Oh, yeah, it's quite difficult to get used to. But if you go towards the Golden Tap and you follow North Road to the east, it'll take you straight there. You can't miss it. It's all the very strange looking, well, not strange, sorry, but the more elven looking buildings. That's
I would describe it as strange. Just as I would see your settlement.
As long as I'm not offending you.
You're not offending. My culture would be strange to you as yours is to me.
Of course. While you're here, would you be interested in any of these clothes? I can see that someone as yourself, you are an outlander, really. You travel among nature, but maybe within the city it might pay you to have some good clothes.
To be honest, I do have good clothes, but I often forget to dress into them.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Well, sorry to take up your time.
Do you have anything tailored to my kind?
Well, let me see. She begins to look through her wares, and as she does that, she pulls up this fine-looking green tunic. The way that the embroidery and the tailored fitting is made, it looks almost sort of like leaves knitted together across the shoulder like that, and then golden embroidery that goes across like that. A very, very regal thing. You compare it to what maybe an elvish prince might wear.
That is quite a standout piece.
I mean, my mother was an elf, and she handed down her profession to me before she passed. She had been in this world for a while.
How does she look half elf to me?
Yeah. You notice though that, like, compared to other half elves, her ears are less pointed than normal.
Don't mention it.
She could fade very easily past as a human.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything that's not so eye-catching?
Oh, well, I mean, I've got many things. She points to, like, pretty much whatever you can think of in terms of tunics, overcoats, all these great-looking pieces of clothing. Anything that you name, she's basically got. She's covered all the bases in terms of designs and colours.
I'm going to go for... I like gold embroidery.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go for, like, a deep shades of green and brown.
Yep. So as you're pulling it out, you find this
But not
beautiful,
lots of gold, like only accents
this
of it.
beautiful looking green overcoat over a very nice brown silk tunic. You can see that there's golden embroidery all through the coat as well. And then there's some dark green pantaloons, finished off with good looking leather boots. This is a whole outfit and it'll cost you 40 gold.
Perhaps another time. I'm more about function than show. I just need something comfortable that would be easy to slip into.
Of course, that's fine. But you never know when a good outfit will help you.
I have a...
You have to dress to impress. That's what my father always told me.
That's very true. Unfortunately, in my profession, dressing to impress is wearing the best armor and having the best weapons.
Of course. I mean, you're an adventurer, yes?
Of sorts.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you,
Lance.
Lance. No.
No?
Yes.
Well, thank you for the information. Perhaps if I ever have a need of a fine garment, I'll be back here.
Good luck. And with that, she goes back to sorting out everything back to where it was.
Are there any gem plate vendors? Or appraisers?
Roll perception.
As I pass through. 9 plus, I think, 8 plus 7.
Yeah,
That's
so
high.
you know the general layout of the city, and from where you are to get to where she said, you can cut through the artisan sort of area. As you cut through there, you see all kinds of different rocks, minerals, ores, just laid out in massive crates, open up for everyone to see. And then you can see other small market benches with different gems, everything you can see. Here it's much more guarded though. You notice there are mercenaries that have been hired here, not Stoneclaws, but just other general mercenaries keeping watch.
Yeah. Looking at the vendors, what vendors do I see? Nationalities,
Mainly
races? Dwarven.
Yeah. There are some Goliath here too, peddling gems from much higher altitudes up in the mountains, but mainly dwarves.
So no elves at all?
Not really.
No humans?
A couple of humans.
And so a couple of humans, but mainly dwarves.
A couple of humans, but mainly dwarves.
Okay.
Just set up outside. Then you've got the other establishments and stores in this area too, which would probably be more human and elf compared to dwarf. It's because it's the festival, people have come in to set up their stores and give thanks.
Who do I think would have the best quality? I'd go to dwarves, wouldn't I?
It'd be dwarves.
I'll find just any dwarven store.
Yep.
Doesn't matter which one.
Okay. Cool. So.
And I'll walk up to the little bearded fellow who's running it.
Alrighty. So you see two dwarves there.
They have beards, right? Fantastic.
What's going on, mate?
Not a lot. I have 3 particular gems that I've found out while adventuring. And I seek to offload them because I have no need for these trinkets.
Alright. Well, do you mind? He grabs out a small little felt tray and he says, if you don't mind putting them there. And as his brother does that, he pulls out this beautiful, ornate-looking box that's made of onyx or something, and it says eyepiece, and he puts it to his thing, and you just see all these little gizmos and gadgets come in front of him like that.
I pull out the citrine,
Yep.
the jasper, and the black gem that I couldn't identify.
Yep.
These
So
3.
he looks at it. These, a bit dirty. He goes in. Yeah, and that last one's sardonyx.
Oh, I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rare gem, but a bit rarer than the others. So let's see. Are you looking to sell these? Yeah.
I am.
All right. So I'll give you 40 gold for the citrine and the other one, and I'll give you 70 gold for the sardonyx. You think we can afford that? Yeah. Yeah, we can. Okay. Yeah.
They're normally worth 50, aren't they?
Yeah. Roll history.
No, I rolled that the first time.
Oh yeah, you do too. Yeah. So you know they're normally worth about 50.
I know they're worth at least 50 gold apiece.
Oh, all right. You know stuff. 45 gold.
Let me ask you this. If I give these to you, and then obviously you'll use your jewel cutting and crafting techniques to make outstanding pieces of them, correct?
Oh, of course. That's what we do. We're jewel crafters.
Of course, so...
Stone cutters.
Exactly. Now, I wouldn't be wrong in saying that once you do cut them, the value of these will increase far more than 50 gold.
Of course. But we still have a business to run.
Yes.
You know us dwarves, we love our money.
Yes, I know you dwarves, you do love your money. And I don't much care for. I don't have that many cares for money, but I do need it for the things I wish to do. So 50 gold, and I will not try and charge you more than that. I will get what they're worth, and you will still make far more of a profit than you will lose from it.
Roll persuasion.
Ooh, 12.
I'll tell you what. We'll do 50 gold for one of them as a gesture of good faith. The other one, 45 gold, and then the sardonyx will keep it at 70.
That one's worth 100.
No. Sardonyx is usually worth about 75.
Oh. Take it.
Very well. Yeah. Once again, you see this arcane sigiled lockbox come out. Inside it is a stack of platinum pieces and gold coins. He pulls out
165.
10 platinum pieces and 30 gold pieces.
165.
I'll remove those.
Yes, 60 gold pieces. 65 gold pieces. Not math. Well, good. So 10 platinum pieces and 65 gold pieces. Pleasure doing business with you, elf.
And you, Master Dwarf.
Very well.
I wish you luck in your endeavours.
And you. And they go back to... You can see they're already hurriedly getting them and starting to prepare them to cut them.
You seem like you already have an idea of what to do with them.
Sardonyx. It's a hit with the high ladies in most places. As he sort of sits there and he begins to carefully carve into it with this big, almost magical looking blade. Inside you just see these rings of gold, black, green, all these different colours. That's why.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll bid you farewell.
Yeah.
And I leave.
You say, bye, careful, careful. You hear them starting to go into their own sort of mode as they do that.
Now I'm going to go to find wherever
Alright.
Talos might be.
So, sure enough, you see the Elvish architecture. And as you get into the quarter, it's very, very easy to see that there's this small market set up, but then there's this grand looking wagon set up. Pretty much in the most ideal spot.
Would I assume that's what the... Bell was the name?
Yeah.
Nell.
Mm-hmm.
Nell said to me, was this is the one?
Probably.
I look up, so it's a treasure trove, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is there a big, huge, flamboyant signage that says it?
Yeah.
This is the right place.
Mm.
Well, do I see an unremarkable merchant there?
You see a warforged there. This golem-like creature just standing there, looking around. And as it's looking, it locks its eyes on you as you're locked on. And it goes, "Hello, customer! Come, see our wares!"
Do I know what a warforged is?
Yeah. You probably have heard of, once again,
Oh, the voice.
thinking of the Trinity Guardians, these are like the very, very basic foot soldiers, the pawns of the War of the Divine from Hammerfear. What are you waiting for? Come over here, check it out. We've got lots of things for you. We have bows, we have trees and seeds and plants and pots and
Stop,
lots.
friend, slow down for a minute.
Oh,
Are you Talos?
no! I'm X3714! But you can call me X3.
Okay, X3, is this your establishment?
Sorta. I help and maintain it and sell things. That's what I do.
Is the proprietor the man I
The
see?
proprietor is busy.
Is it the man I see?
I'll sell you things.
This is not about transactions.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it about then? How can I help you?
I wish to speak to the proprietor, who I assume is Talos.
Talos, that is my proprietor. Yes.
It's about the last will and testament of an individual who has passed away.
You're looking to buy last wills?
No.
You want testament paper?
No. I need to speak to Talos about a friend of ours who passed away, and his will indicated that I should speak to him.
Not a problem, my friend. We can get that ready for you at sundown. He'll be back at 6.
And another question. Aren't your kind built for war?
Ah, that's to the whatever my brothers want to do. I've been programmed to sell, sell, sell. So what would you like from my wares? And he starts to pull down all these different ornaments and different shelvings from the thing. And it's just this...
What does he have?
What anime am I thinking of right now?
You're thinking of Claptrap.
He's got all manner of general goods. It's very basic stuff, but the way that he's selling it to you, it just sounds way better than it actually is. It's literally just general goods. There's rations, there's rope.
This is that porn store series, isn't it? You know that guy that sells stuff, that crap in that store?
Yeah.
Pawnbrokers, yeah, them.
Yeah.
But like that series, I can't remember who it is. There's like a TV show about him.
Oh, there's several.
Yeah, like
ones.
it's like when they pump everything else, like it's just crap. Like yeah, but it's crap. What general? Like, is there a longbow though?
Yeah. There's weapons there too.
Fantastic. The longbow. How much for it?
The longbow? Well, which one? We have this one. It's made of mahogany and it's got little bits of twiggy stuff wrapped around. I don't know what it's from. Talos knows that, but I know that this is good. It can shoot really well. It'll hit the target. See over there? And he like tries to almost grab your face and put you towards this archery range over here, and there's just arrows in the bullseye.
I'm looking around. Is there one that's just plain and simple in design?
There is.
Yeah, but still like it looks sturdy.
Are you sure you want that one?
I'm looking for something sturdy and functional.
They're all sturdy and functional.
More so than the others.
More so, more so.
Something less prone to breaking than the others.
Let's have a look and see. And he begins to just grab bows and throw them like he doesn't even care. What about this one? And he shows you this just plain black, nice looking longbow.
This is the one.
This is the one? You
This
like
is
it?
the one. I like it.
How much do you like it?
Who's getting edgy now?
Actually, I like it enough to pay Wordsworth.
Oh, all right. This one will cost you. He sort of short circles. 50 gold.
Longbows aren't worth that much.
Oh, yes, they are. There's a lot of wood and a lot of time goes into making something as fine and beautiful as this specimen here.
How much do I know? I would know how much longbows cost, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Just generally, how much?
Roll
they cost?
history.
Because I have 2.
They cost 50 gold.
Oof.
Longbows are much more expensive than a normal shortbow.
Tell you what, I'll pay 30 gold for it, and you can have my old bow. And I bring out my crafted elven one.
As that happens, you sort of see where his eyes are. It's this very plastic-looking face. It just sort of comes out, and he holds it up. This is good quality! You have yourself a deal! And he puts his hand out. And he just shakes it up and down with violent force. Is there anything else I can help you with? You, sir, look like you have a lot of money. I can tell. It's painted on your face.
I don't.
I think you do.
If only that were true, I would not be here.
Oh, that's a shame. We do have a magic item. Ooh.
Maybe I do have money.
Well, he goes towards the back and he pulls out this big jug.
What do we need a jug for?
You can see his face. Oh! What is some sort of liquid that you might want, good sir?
Water.
Okay? Water! And then he puts like a glass in front of it and water comes out of the jug.
What else can I make?
Whatever your heart desires, to an extent.
What's the extent?
Well, try it and see what happens.
Poison.
Doesn't do that. But it does do this. Acid! And he just kind of goes onto the ground and... That was not a good idea. Be safe.
That is interesting. I'm just adding a longbow right now. How much for this?
This? 1,000 gold pieces.
I guess you were wrong. I do not have a lot of gold.
Well, maybe get some friends together and buy it as a team.
I'll be back at 6. Thanks for the longbow. Oh, actually, now I just need to buy just some arrows.
Arrows? Very well. How many do you want?
20. Refill my quiver.
20? Sure, that's 1 gold piece for the 20 arrows.
How much do I usually pay for arrows?
1 gold for 20,
Yeah,
usually.
okay.
That's very standard. He points to his shoulder, which has this tiny coin slot. Put it in there!
Can I just put it in your hand?
Sure!
I put it in his hand.
Puts it in there, just... And then just like this little... This just small music starts and then ends. And he's looking at you.
I fill my quiver up with arrows. I'm like, nice to meet you, X.
Nice to meet you too! What was your name, young elf? Old elf? It's hard to tell with your kind. Your kind? I didn't mean that at all. Your people is what I mean.
Lance.
Okay, I'm X3174!
X3 for short.
X3, yes!
I will be back at sundown.
I will see you then, maybe.
God, I love Lance.
Have a pleasurable day. And
then as you're walking away, you just hear, "You there, fellow cuss," coming from behind you as it fades out as you're walking away. Alright, we're gonna
He's awesome.
We're gonna cut that.
Thank you.
I need to take off 30 gold.
31.
31 gold. I have arrows again.
Alright, so Alavera, what have you been doing during this time?
How long have they been long rested for?
So it depends. You would have had 4 hours, they need 8 hours.
Oh,
Or they
okay.
technically need 6
6
hours
and then 2
2
hours.
life.
Yeah.
Okay. I go downstairs and I see Henry. And I
Okay,
say
it's as you get downstairs, it's probably about 2ish, 2:30 as well. Oh, Mistress Alavera, yeah? How are you doing? Your friend just left earlier.
hello. Yes. I guess.
Oh, all right. What can I do for you?
I would like some food, please.
Oh, do you want your favourite?
What's my favourite?
Oh, come on, don't play silly with me. You know what you like.
Good
Bit of
eggs and
bacon and
ham.
eggies. I've got a little bit of time now because look at the door and you see piles of people coming in.
Oh,
It's beginning.
I guess.
It's going to be a wild night. You're going to be here, right?
I'll see what Kendra and Jet are doing.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be here.
Eh,
Me and Shatter, we're close.
yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be a hell of a night. You can start drinking. Just don't touch too many people's bums with your special ghost hand, right?
I'll only be touching your bum, Henry.
Oh, Marcus made mention of that all the time.
Sounds good then. Well, I'll get you some bacon and eggies right away.
Thank you, Henry.
So is there anything else you're going to want to do during this time, or just sort of gather your notes and start
Yeah.
compiling maybe a report to give to...
Yeah.
Cool. 4 hours pass and you guys wake up and stir from your slumber. You realise that now the sun's starting to go down. It's about 4 or 5 or 6 p.m. by the guys who wake up. Probably for you, Chef, it's like 7 as you've just had this deep sleep.
Needed.
3
But
levels
you
of
feel
intelligence?
I had 3,
the
yeah.
energy comes back into your muscles. When yesterday you felt you couldn't swing a sword very well, you feel like you can today. So 1 level of your exhaustion's gone.
So you still
2
have one
levels.
level?
2. I got 3. I rolled the same roll for every single check.
That's true.
After I'm done at the motion, I'll just return to the tavern. So whenever
Alright.
that is
So probably about an hour and a half later into your food, which is delicious, and you're writing your report, Lance walks into the tavern.
Once.
You're up.
Yes. I decided to come down for some food.
You weren't up when I was up. Did you stay in a bit longer?
No, I was just in my room.
Fantastic. what were you doing in your room?
Reading mainly.
Of
contemplating
course.
my
You
thoughts.
and your books and your thoughts. Very good.
And also trying to write this report.
Oh
to give
yeah,
to the
it's horrible. I can't
council.
imagine something worse.
Yeah.
Back when I was back in what was that homeland called again? Zareth.
Seraph.
Back when I was in Zareth, writing reports was
Yeah.
Horrible.
Just trying to write in the fact that Barrick and what's his face again?
Marcus. Is that what you got stuck on his name?
Yeah.
He was the blue one,
The blue.
the dragonborn.
Yeah. Just trying
Is it
to.
hard to write in a report? 2 casualties.
Never done it before.
I have. It's not fun.
That's why I think it's a little bit hard to write it in.
This music is just making me sad.
I'll just go back to writing. If Lance wants to talk to me, that's fine.
Cool. So at this point, you guys probably come down. You probably almost finished your report now, as you've double-checked it to make sure everything is perfect. And at this point now, the tavern is quite packed.
I'll wrap it up
Already.
with like and bow it,
Yeah.
and then put it in my bag.
If I'm just there, like, as like a sounding board to double check facts for her.
Okay.
So if she asks, like, what happened, like, this happened, this is what was said. So I'm just there for, like, a
Fact checker.
fact checker.
Fact or fact?
Fact checker.
Yeah.
I'm checking the
Fact
fact.
check, he's checking the fat people.
The lipids.
So as you're...
Oh, I'm going to fill up my mantle one.
Yeah, okay.
And I shall have a drink.
Ooh, okay. Wait, so a barmaid comes over.
At this point, I gather we're sort of coming around the
Coming down.
Do you have something of a... Do they say cocktails in here? No, they say...
Sure, let's say cocktails.
Yeah.
You've been served a cocktail before.
Yes.
Yeah.
A cocktail.
What do you want?
A Long Island iced tea. Have you made that before?
Where is Long Island?
No, the name.
Contro... Yeah, I'm sure Rubric knows it, so...
I think she means Banegian Isle iced tea.
Oh, yes, that one! Yeah, that's... Gin Contro... Yeah, I don't know. Triple Sec? Yeah? How am I going?
I have no idea, man. I don't drink.
Tequila
And rum.
and rum.
White.
White.
All white.
Why do you want to bring colour into it?
No, it's all white alcohol.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Clear.
Cool.
Clear.
Very well, I can get that for you. That's a bit of an expensive drink, though.
Does it
I don't
mean-
care.
Oh.
Give it to me now, please.
Oh, all right.
I really need it.
At this point, as you guys are coming downstairs, you see, I don't care!
Is everything okay?
I think she's dealing with some grief.
She's a bit stressed from the report for the entire operation that we had to run, including the special adventure that wasn't part of it.
Yes. So you finished it then?
Yes, I did.
Somewhat.
So,
It's all there.
in that
I
case,
guess.
we have to report to Danitha regarding payment, I believe, or is it directly to the academy?
It was Danitha that
Yeah.
had the
Danitha,
submission, isn't it?
yeah.
Is it too late in the evening to...
I think we shall do that in the morning.
It's
Think
six,
better
around
to-
6-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around 6:30.
Yeah.
And better to go in the morning.
So,
I'm feeling better than I was before.
You still look...
remember
Burdened.
the Red Juggler? There's the main sort of floor area here, which is just lots of high tables and small booths that are adjacent to the
I'm
wall.
probably in a booth right
And then,
now.
then upstairs, sort of around a round circular staircase, there's a massive second floor with tons of like mess hall tables, just long rows of tables where people can sit and eat.
Gather where
And upstairs too, there's more sort of armchair areas around a big hearth upstairs too. This is a big area for eating, drinking, and being merry with people.
Would there be somewhere where it's a little more... I know it's going to be packed, but somewhere that's less...
Probably just a booth.
Probably
Yeah.
not tonight.
Yeah.
So you can try and segregate yourselves in a booth, but as you realise that people are just already getting pissed and it's young into the night, people aren't really paying too much attention to you.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in a booth, so.
Yeah.
Alright?
There's someone on the harp that you mentioned that was upstairs at the moment, or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Bard's not starting yet. Band started at 8, mate.
I should know this.
Are they doing a sound? Check.
Yeah.
Just on a wooden sound desk with...
Do you want a drink, Ginger? Chef?
No, thank you.
The last
Food?
time she took a drink, she froze, didn't she? No, but we had that fiery thing that you couldn't handle.
It was that ice whiskey.
Ice whiskey, and she went stiff.
I think
Oh,
you should have it again.
It's
No.
Why not?
it's certainly a relaxing drink. Its effects are very...
Yes, very relaxing if you're not made of primordial fire.
fair.
Right.
I'll just have water.
I'll have a whiskey.
So, you two with your passive perceptions,
Mine's huge now.
start to hear, probably from the other side of the room, just small whispers but also gasps of amazement, like, oh, look at his hammer, it's shining strangely. And then other things like, his armor looks amazing. He's not a forge lord, is he? Just random bits of
Yeah.
strange intrigue.
I look at Lance and then I'm looking around to see if I can spot who they're talking about, what they're
So
talking
you look around,
They're too
you
short.
can't, you can't see
I
anyone.
look at Kendra. Have you ever heard of the Forge Lord before?
No.
You're not going to find them by looking around. You're going to have to get up on the table and look around. They're dwarves.
Really?
Forge Lords are...
Would
The
any of
dwarf
us
thing.
know, or would they be pretty well known of what they are?
Forge lords are a big deal.
They're remarkable.
They're extremely powerful and blessed with hammer fear.
This-
They've been known to forge some of the greatest weapons known to wars in
Their
history.
smithing is
I
legendary.
do what he says and I actually get up on the table.
As you get up
And
onto
I'm
the table, you
looking
can see
around.
Henry from the wait! I don't care how flaming your hair is, get off the table. You don't get special treatment. Get off.
Not that
Okay,
special.
sorry,
Get-
Henry. Can't see them, but
I believe you
they're
can.
here.
Henry's worried we're about to have some sort of table dancer.
Alright.
Well, they're over there somewhere. They're big deals.
Okay.
I've never actually met one. I've only ever seen their handiwork. Some of the
I
elves.
sort of make my way to where the racket's sort of
Okay.
going.
Sweet. So
Do I have my food yet?
you've had your food ages
You
ago.
finished?
I have.
Yeah.
My drink?
When Lance came back.
Your drink hasn't arrived yet. It's busy. Give them time. My goodness. You work in hospitality. You know what it's like. Don't rush them.
So did you make your way over?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright, so
As,
Chef begins pushing through the crowd.
as I see Shet going over, I'm just going to slip in behind his wake.
Alright.
I'm really curious, so I quickly follow them.
Before-
I'm
I wanna
literally
see.
just like
Because
in
he's
my
so-
book.
Yeah, you're
Because
just like-
he's so big, we're just going to like come in his drift.
Right.
Slipstream.
So you
Yeah.
push through, you're just like,
Big.
ha! You're trying to listen out, but you can't really hear anything.
Mhm.
Kendra just sort of pushes past you, knowing where these whispers are coming from. And as you push through the crowd of where these people are talking about, you see two dwarves sitting there at the far end of the bar. And come on in, you two.
Ah shit, here we are again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I'm not
Should I get out my re-rolling dice already?
No, describe the characters.
we have Boric and Marco.
Marco and Bolo.
They're two peddlers from Argentina.
Barak and Barkus.
Hello, we are Boric and Marco.
It's American. No, it's Baku.
Describe your characters.
I'll let you lead, Jess.
So you see a
Dwarf.
dwarf. Not particularly old looking for a dwarf.
Old or old?
Old.
Okay.
Not particularly old looking, but does have a nice thick beard that is kind of in two parts. There's like one part that's shorter here, tied together with like a little
Like-
kind
like
of mini
the
rope.
Viking-
Yeah, like a Viking rope, and then a bigger one that sits down untied underneath it.
This is a rope or like a ring?
It's like you know like the scouts have like those things around their.
Yeah.
Like an ascot.
Yeah, it's like a little ascot kind of looking thing. It's got like a little sigil on the front of it, and then there's this, and he's got an eye patch over his left eye.
Oh my.
It is Barrack.
It is Barrack.
And brown, big, bushy brown hair, hairy arms.
This is an afro.
Not quite.
Is it a bit frizzy though?
Very frizzy. Very unkept, and
So like Gimli when he has his helmet off.
yeah, kind of, yeah. And you can actually see that he does have his helmet off, and there's a helmet sitting on the table next to him, and his armor, which is scale mail, is kind of
Scale now.
it's scale mail, but it's kind of shinier than normal. Scale mail? Yeah, I think it's scale mail.
Chain mail or scale?
Scale
Scale
mail.
or chain?
Scale, I believe.
Is it heavy armor?
Yeah.
It's chain mail.
Let me just double check.
It's chain.
So,
Sorry, chainmail. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like gleaming a little bit more than you would expect for how
So it's like immaculate.
not immaculate, but it's certainly not as gruff as the rest of it.
as you see this door, you start to feel a warm sensation on your hand. As you look down, you see your hand is pulsing with glowing light again. Much like what you remember with your dream. You feel a slight warmth on your back as your hammer also seems to pulse this strange light.
Yeah, and I do have a warhammer slung over my shoulder on like a
Even you seeing this would be like,
Right in the middle of conversation. Are they close enough to hear what we're saying or not? Over the noise?
they're starting to hear you, yeah.
Someone. I don't care. We've got to figure it out. I've been looking for days. I've heard nothing about him.
Brother, we came here for the festival. How about you just relax and we can enjoy ourselves? Get some good piss while we're here.
Oh, damn the bloody festival. I'm looking for... He's somewhere and we need to find him.
And we will, brother, as all things, they'll happen. But we just enjoy ourselves while we can.
Oh, look, you always talk about piss. You know it's my weak spot. I love Henry's piss.
Wait, excuse me. You guys realise this is Declan, the same douchebag who tried to start shit with Chef. Your armor's pretty cool. Like, I mean, that is top-notch shit. Like, we have the Feldenguard here, and they got their shiny bronzes and stuff like that, but you boys, it's really good.
Family.
Just like, really good.
Family trade.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you short fellows are pretty good at making stuff like this, right?
Aye, that we are.
Do you reckon you could make me some stuff?
What do you mean short?
Well, I mean, look at you. You're like 4 foot of goodness, really.
4 foot of goodness that will knock your
Brother,
face off if you call me short again.
Brother!
Look, I'm just saying, we can't go against what it is. I mean, I'm pretty short for a human. I'm only 5'8", but you're 4 foot. You're short in comparatively.
You've got a good eye for height, don't you?
Well, I mean, it's not hard, is it? If I'm not looking into your eyes when my chin is up here, if it's down here, you're short.
Declan.
I grabbed Chef's arms. No. Let this happen.
Okay,
Let this happen.
go for it.
So anyway, like I was saying, you reckon you could make me something? I've got a bit of coin.
How much coin?
Oh, I've got about
It's got a couple of copper pieces.
7 silver.
Ooh, more.
Keep trying.
Alright, well, I'll come back and maybe... Are you going to be here all week? By the end of the week, I probably have like gold, so if I don't drink too much tonight. No promises, but we'll try.
It seems like we're not the only ones that are a bit short. Run along. I was talking to
I'm
you.
5'8". You're short here.
I meant short of coin. Run along.
We'll talk later. I can see you two are busy, and it goes off.
He's an interesting fella.
Right. You're shout for piss then.
Straight away, as you're talking, and you just come out of that conversation, look up, 3 figures stick out of the crowd quite easily. You see a fiery genasi. You see a broody-looking dude.
I'm doing my best not to stick out.
And you see probably the most inconspicuous out of them is just an elf sitting there, standing there.
I'm standing behind Chef.
And you see the brown-haired one talking to.
Yes, around the same height, slightly younger looking dwarf.
What's your name? Oh wait, no, we won't know.
He has a giant. He has like a name tag above his head with a health bar.
Hi,
I love my name.
I have a tattoo on my forehead, just like...
sorry, I forgot I wasn't there.
It's a
Sorry.
good...
Doesn't matter. You still don't know our name.
He's
describing himself.
Has ginger hair, not as unkept as the other dwarfs. It's kind of nicer, and it looks like there's been some effort placed into like
Is it
his
just
beard.
tied up, or is
and
it knotted or braided, or like what?
It's nicely goes to that, where again the ring, but I don't have the under beard. It's just more all
The
leads
beard
into-
mullet. The
I'm
beard
the neck beard. Yeah.
Yeah, the second layer of beard.
So yours looks like manicured?
Yeah.
It's not manicured like
Yeah, but just like trimmed, kept,
Yeah.
you know. Doesn't have like leftover food and shit in it. And then he also has kind of like, you would assume like roughly shoulder length hair, but it's put up into like a top bun.
Oh.
So as they've turned around and noticed this, I'll just say, just keep an eye on Declan. He's a bit of a troublemaker around the bar.
I'm not!
You can see him. See me immediately looking a little bit inquisitively at you. Just.
Don't worry, it happens to him all the time. It's the 6'7", one different coloured eyes, white hair tips, and looks bizarrely alien. It happens a lot.
Aye, he's like two of me, almost. He's a big fella.
That's what Declan would call him.
He does seem a bit obsessed with height, that one. Can we help you?
Oh, we just heard about some Warforged might have been in here.
No.
Not Warforged.
I heard from a
Forge
distance.
Lords. Sorry.
I heard from a distance, these ears and all that. There were a couple of Forge Lords here. It's not every day you see one.
I'm afraid I'm not quite a Forge Lord yet. I'm in training, I guess you might say. But
No less prestigious.
I know my way around a hammer.
I should hope so.
You also see a hammer on my back with a shield pretty much.
Say with a smirk. A little less prestigious, but he's on his way.
Are you a Forge Lord?
Oh, definitely not.
Ah,
That's his mantle.
what's yours?
Him.
What's your passive perception?
19.
Okay. You see just creeping up, just slowly coming up behind the dwarves is Henry. You're the only one who sees it. The rest of you are locked in this conversation.
No one knows.
So it's just sort of like,
He's a sneaky Goliath.
and pretty much in your ear,
I'm loudly going to go, hey!
in your head, it's pretty amazing that we got some forges in our tavern. You've come a long way, boys.
I look around, how did none of you see that? He's a Goliath. He's literally 8 feet tall.
And he's a sneaky fucker
And
too.
great.
Actually, is your passive perception 18 now as well? You would have seen it.
Mine's
17.
10.
He's
I still can't see him.
Probably on the
Who are you talking about?
page.
That's
Who are you talking to?
That's a perception 10. What the hell are you on about? Oh shit! He's massive!
So you wouldn't have seen it only once. Or...
Damn.
He's big and he's grey.
And he's sneaky as shit.
Aye, well, the festival brings all types here, doesn't it?
This is the proprietor.
hey, I mean, you're trained to look out for things, mate. I'm pretty sneaky when I need to be. It's how I get the bear hug on those troublemakers and get them out. Gotta be sneaky. Sometimes brute force doesn't do it. Gotta get in there nice and quick, nice and sneaky.
Are you a Goliath?
And then rap!
Are you a Goliath or a bugbear?
Yes.
Wait, so the big guy works here?
It's his inn. It's his
This is
establishment.
my establishment. Puts his hand up. Henry Savari, pleased to meet you.
Indeed. Luther.
You mean
Luther.
Luther.
This is me brother, Bruto.
Brodor.
Aye.
Am I saying that right?
Brodor.
Sorry, I don't really have the accent very good. Brodor. Is that it?
Actually, pretty darn good to be honest.
Well, you're already friends of mine because, let's be honest, I heard you call out good, beautiful alcohol piss. That's exactly what it is. See, it is a thing, right?
Yes.
What else would you call it?
Where's the little one? You know, book nerd. Where's she?
She's back at the booth where she was before. She hasn't come over.
What's she doing over there by herself?
You remember what you just said about her?
Say no more. She's pondering where to get books from.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea what she thinks. I just know that she thinks.
Oh, yeah.
And she sits there and thinks, and no one knows what's happening except her.
Them big brain folks sometimes confuse me.
So there's a fourth one of you.
Yes, she's not with us. We all followed our friend here because we, well, to be honest, he's big and we push everyone out of the way.
I'm Chef.
As you heard, Luther.
Luther.
Gotta roll that R.
Not
guy's got
quite
the-
as long an R, but close enough.
Henry's got the best sense of humour.
You're both
Yes,
That's me.
Henry.
Like, Henry's my boy.
And who's this fiery lass?
Kendra.
Pleasure to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
I gotta shake her hand and I kiss it. Pleased to meet you too, my lady.
I have to watch out for that one.
Likes the red hair.
I think he likes
no
more
comment.
than the
Yes,
hair.
that's a dangerous comment to say because if you have a look at his brother, he also. So it might not actually be the hair.
No, the brother's got blonde hair.
No, it's more
Ginger.
blonde.
Gingery blonde.
Strawberry.
Oh my god.
I'll,
That song's probably never been heard outside of Australia.
Was it the Olympics, wasn't it?
What?
I don't know.
Strawberry
Has
Gingery.
mine-
Vicky Webster was it?
Yeah.
Sydney Olympics.
Once
Yes.
again, never been out of Australia.
2000. Okay. Okay, so
In response to hearing that,
Nick,
in response to hearing that,
where's my drink?
I've never met a lady I don't like.
My drink.
yeah, you just go up to the bar with a drink.
I'm gonna have to stop you there, sir. I am, in fact, not a woman.
No, I'll go up to the
No,
bar
I
and I'm
was
like,
talking. You said maybe it's a head.
Henry!
More just her gender.
You guys
Sorry,
just
I
hear
misread.
from behind you guys, Andrew! Just this angry, small-sounding, familiar female voice.
There she is.
What? Hey, Ali, I'm over here.
I
What,
ordered
Ellie?
a drink!
Oh.
Where is it?
Do you hear that?
He's looking at his hand at the tray that he's got. I don't know.
I extend my hand at the door,
I walk over.
Alright,
and
here you go.
could I talk?
I was just coming over to you.
No, you were here for a long
Once.
time. I know it.
I've only been here for a little while, right? Lads, I've only been here for about 2 seconds, right?
Do you hear that shrill voice? That's our other one.
Ah.
I'm here. I'm talking to Henry. He took
She's-
us over.
He hands you the drink.
She's here.
Another
So
fiery
she,
lass.
so she actually walked. You've walked over now.
Yeah.
Ah! Why are you here?
Henry forgot to bring my drink.
I was on my way over. I've only been here 2 seconds.
You're
So-
lying.
Could I have a whiskey?
Told you!
And I thought she
Lance
was
has
the
got my-
fiery one.
He just looks at you. Alright.
She never
What's the
normally
dwarf's name
like
again?
this.
Rubric.
Rubric!
Over the noise, he doesn't hear you. He's busy doing other things.
He seems a lot.
I'll look at
person.
Henry and say, what would Rubric think if you were sucking off like this?
Well, to be quite honest, I don't really give a fuck.
Lovers quarrel.
I own half this establishment, so I get to do half of whatever
Actually,
I want.
no, because of that, I think I'll go and tell him because I do want to see what happens. I go and do that.
Shit stir in real life, shit stir in D&D.
I'm just watching, just smiling as Lance is
I'm going to
going
make our way through the bar door, and he's obviously behind the bar,
Yeah,
right?
he's behind the bar, just
People.
hurrying to and forth.
Rubric,
getting
Rubric,
people's
it's a moment every time.
I'm glad I've got to do.
You know how you're working so hard right now?
Yeah.
It'd be easier if your friend Henry was helping you, but he's not. He's over
He's
there.
off delivering a drink to a. No, he's been gone for a while. Do you know what he is?
Yeah, he's over there talking to the Fort Lord.
Motherfucker.
He said that.
Henry!
He said that he had your permission to.
Once again, you just see Henry looking at you like.
I look at Henry and go, Henry was it?
Yeah. Or is it Henry with what? Your.
I appreciate the joke, but maybe you'll get in less trouble.
Better get back to it.
Maybe you'll get in less trouble if I
Just
actually
settle
order.
down, Rubric. Was just delivering a drink to my good friend Ali over here. I'll see you guys later.
And I yell
Looking
back.
at you like, thought we had something special.
I yell back over his shoulder. He was also
I do this.
he was also taking an order from us.
He
Couple
gets
of pints of piss.
Oh, Rubric will hate that.
You just see.
Oh no, the Telltale Games.
Mate.
Rubric will remember that.
Coming right up, some ale your way.
And some, and a glass of whiskey, please.
Sure. Henry jots it down real quick. Alright, gotcha. Yeah, alright.
This is bloody good.
Are you gone already? You're like one sip and
Actually,
you're
you
just
don't
gone.
drink that often, so we'll see how you
Long
go.
Island iced tea is a
This is a
You mean-
good drink. I waited
It's
a
not
long
Long
time for
Island.
this.
It's the Barnegian Isle iced tea. There's no Long Island in Shire.
So,
Yes, there is.
getting close to about 7:30
Mutton
now,
camber.
probably. And the tavern is fully packed now. You hear all kinds of noises coming from around the tavern, just shouts of awe as people around the dartboards are getting into their heavy competition as they do. You hear high-pitched giggles coming from the corner over somewhere that way. But just all around you is general livery. It's, for lack of a better
Livery,
word, I made one up.
Who are these people?
They're the Fort Lords. Or
well,
he's
he's in training.
Yes. Not quite one yet.
Sorry. What?
I'm not one yet.
He's not a Fort
What?
Lord.
He's not ready yet.
He's not a Forge Lord yet.
I think
I
Alma
can't
is drunk.
understand him.
She says with chips in her mouth.
Is this one a little bit special?
I think it's the drink in the hand.
Excuse me?
I thought you said she was a book type.
I am a book type.
Oh my god, this is Calpor and Tara all over again. It begins.
Forgive me, milady.
Who are you again?
Well, did you just copy his accent?
I wouldn't call it.
Excuse me, Patron. Do not even touch my drink. Okay?
This doesn't usually happen.
I wouldn't call it an exact mimic of me accent.
That's why I said she tried.
What's your name?
Her voice is just getting higher.
I'm gonna walk over to Brothor and say, "This is what I meant by shrill."
I'm just like, it's kind of all a bit like
I
much.
shake-
I'm just like, yep.
I shake your hand and go, I'm Luther. Nice to meet you.
Luther?
That's
What?
I shake your hand and I walk back over to Lance and go, I take back what I said. I finally met a girl I don't like.
You probably wouldn't have heard that. It seems like he said that.
You would not have
quietly.
heard that. What's your passive perception normally? Whatever it is, -5 from it, because you can't drop.
13.
So it's 8 now. Yeah, you
Nice.
didn't hear that.
Oh.
And
And what's your name?
she's not usually like this. She's usually much worse. She's intoxicated.
I'm
That's
like
one
very kind of like seeing that you're obviously drunk. I'm like, just don't want to deal with this. I'm like, brothel.
What?
I'm just kind of getting more and more shy. Like as he keeps asking, I'm like,
His name's Brothor. He's my brother. And forgive us, but we're in the middle of discussing some very important family business when you guys graced us with your presence.
Would we have overheard that little bit that they were talking about?
Or Kendra would have.
Well,
So Kendra, you would have ever heard them saying, we've been here for a while and we still haven't found anything
Did I ever hear
about
it?
him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so
Yeah, so anything about
apologies,
him.
Oh, you wouldn't have told me. Never mind.
At this point, you just hear the tavern door burst open and you just hear a cacophony of girls giggling, like, oh, you're so funny! And then you hear, Andrew, I'm here! I want 3 bottles of your finest wine and my booth, please.
My Peter tinkle goes off.
As you turn towards the door, you see a tiefling standing at the door.
He's wearing a
You
bra.
see that his skin has a dark red hue, and it's got a slight tinge of blue to it.
So purple.
Ish. Yeah, I suppose if you're talking real colours.
See,
It's red and blue.
No, it's sort of like red with bluish dots.
I throw Brotor
He's
on
purple.
Lance
Polka dot.
at the side of the
You
table.
realise he's got one of his horns is snapped off, and he's got a full horn. And you see he's got this bright fuzzy mane of blonde hair. You see the spear attached to his back, and he's got tattoos all along his right arm. He's got this torn, worn, brown coat.
Pretend like I'm scratching the back of my neck, but I'm actually getting my hand close to my
One of you guys notice straight away that you look at him, instead of having like the standard tiefling eyes, which just glow red, they look more feline.
and I kind of, as I see Luther doing this, I kind of like go behind him and just like I'm giving him a massage and like putting his arm down.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
For you,
Tiefling
Lance,
is never a good sign. Anyway.
you see just small little symbol around his neck, and you see him as a griever.
as a player, that was already, when you described him that. As a player, I was recognising.
And I'll quickly withdraw from the group.
Okay. So,
Do we notice?
are you doing stealthily or just withdrawing?
I'm just withdrawing.
Okay, everyone but Halavera notices you withdraw.
I follow him because
I'm
I
following
see where
Kendra.
he's going and I'm
You're like just like hugging onto him, like don't
Alright.
leave me.
So, as you make your way over to
Shit,
them,
come!
not discreetly, because you've
Are
got
you walking?
Halavera
Yes, she's following
dumbling
me.
around. As you get closer, you also see next to this tiefling is a short dwarf as well. And this dwarf is dressed in this strange armour that has spiky pauldrons out of his shoulder. He's got a brown tangled beard, and you can see the ale stains in it already. And he just sort of sits there tight-lipped, looking slightly annoyed about this entourage that he's with.
I'm gonna actually approach the dwarf because he's not the one that's being surrounded, is he?
He's got the tiefling next to him as well as all these girls.
But he's the one that's like more approachable because the girls are surrounding the other dude, right?
Yeah, so he's right next to him and the girls are like all around him.
So physically he's more approachable.
Yeah.
His manner is not more approachable.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to approach him.
Okay.
Does he see me coming towards him?
He does, and he looks at you.
Master Dwarf. I have something that might mean something to you. And I pull out Barrick's little sigil or symbol.
You're a griefer.
No, this belonged to one of yours. He asked me to find a man named Frayne, or someone named Frayne.
Don't know a Frayne.
Sorry? You don't know a Frayne at all?
Nope.
He said he was a griever. Did you know a man by the name of Barrick?
Maybe.
This was
Roll
his.
insight.
Sure.
Inside Jack.
That'll be a no. 7.
I swear, like every number, like
Also, you
single
need-
digits on a
sorry.
dice, you just say no.
Might be lower, you need to roll with disadvantage. You've still got exhaustion.
Oh yeah. Natural 20.
This belonged to him. He fell
So he's dead.
in battle.
Grieve's child.
Don't mind drunk Alabama. Just
She's
trying to soak up the
She
booze.
just helped herself to another table. Just,
No,
hey!
it's those like like the mixed nuts they have at the bar, like try and make you drink more.
As the dwarf says that, maybe we should just hold on to it until we find this frame, according to Barrack's last will.
Perhaps. But I have some other business that I might discuss with Frayne. I mean, sir?
Yeah.
Involving hags.
Yeah, what about it?
And their blood. And
Hag?
applications of certain anti-hag armaments.
Listen here, let's get one thing fucking clear. You're not a griever,
No, I'm not.
you don't get anything. Now fuck off.
I'm not.
Bye. And he walks off.
Bye, you little shit.
Jay just, the tiefling looks at you. And he walks off as well.
If these are Barrack's people, then I have no mind to complete this will and testament.
Well, what of the other person who said, I slept a long time, did you get up to anything?
I did. I found out who Talos was, but if he's anything like the rest of his companions, I mean, his contacts, and I have no want to go and speak to him.
There's only one way to find out, though. Do you know where he is?
Yes.
And
Actually, I should go there now.
Do you want company?
I think we should go with him.
Well, there's nothing else to do with this tavern. There's nothing really going on here apart from people. There's nothing else to do. You may accompany me.
Okay.
Come on.
Yep.
Where are we going?
I want to go see the stalls.
Are you with us?
Where's your book? Did you leave your book or is your book with you?
No, I'm probably with me, obviously.
Okay.
No, she just left her
Your
report
book
back.
is gone. It's been claimed.
She didn't start drinking until after she left the table, so got hammered off of wine.
It's Long Island I see, jeez. You know, that's 5 shots.
Barnegian Isle. Iced tea.
Where
And
are
we're
we
just
going?
there
Being drunk?
waiting for our piss and drinking
We
our
are
piss.
going to find Talus.
Cool.
We know where he is. He's a merchant. A travelling one.
Okay. So, as you guys begin to leave, you just hear scurrying behind you and a whiskey has come.
I take it and I just down
You
it.
better skull it.
Yep, I just down it.
Did you order anything? No. You guys get your big
Was this
chunks
from
of
Henry
ale.
or just
We're
one
still
of
back at the table.
Yeah, no, he delivered it on the way.
Was it from Henry or one of the barmaids?
From the barmaids.
Yep.
Henry's come to your table with these kegs that you've asked for, and just alright, fully called for these ones, lads.
Think we can manage that? Let's just pull out 40 gold.
40.
This is like 2 proper big kegs. This
Yeah.
is a lot of alcohol.
How about I race you, brother?
Alright. Now you're on.
You just see Henry look for a chair, grabs it, and he sits like with the back here, and he's like, oh, Hey, everyone! We got two forged lords in our establishment, and they're about to have a fucking keg off. And you just hear going, you guys hear this too.
I look at.
Alright, I don't normally allow this. You two looks pretty strong, yeah? Stand on your tables and take your kegs. You've got to be seen by everyone. No offense, Master Dwarves, but your stature makes it a little hard.
I try crawl onto the table
And climb up on a chair, then onto
So
the
you
table.
guys are standing and all eyes are upon you now.
I look at Henry, who's now, while he's sitting, probably eye height with us. I may be short, but I drink with the stature of 10 men.
Oh, I don't get it.
I
Brother,
drink with the stature of 20.
His raised to 20.
yeah, but his 20 are half the size of mine. Hey, brother, loser pays.
Alright.
Right, ready your kegs, gentlemen.
I run over back in there.
Oh no!
What?
It's gone.
I'm just looking at you and
I
Serion.
pull out a dagger and put it in the top and just punch a hole in the top of it.
Wait
Ready to
1
down.
second, gentlemen. As the bards get up on stage and they're just about to start. 3.
I just punch a hole in mine to get it ready.
Me too. Yeah, on the top.
So that would be, yeah. So this massive hole is now on the keg. 3, actually, never mind, it just happens. 3, 2, 1. And you guys
Sculling.
roll con saves, because this is you trying to drink as fast as you can.
Natural 20!
Yeah.
5.
Older brother.
So, trying to keep up with your brother, you're just halfway through the keg and you take...
My head's inside it.
You've just gone inside it. But you take a massive gulp of air as the liquor just sort of slushes up like that, and you just go... and then just goes all over you, and you're just like... that. And then you just see Luthor just... doesn't even break a sweat.
To be fair, he only came of age 6 months ago.
Roll percentile for me.
I lean into Lance and go, that sounds like the hag.
Sorry?
You're not there, you've left.
We're at the door.
Oh, there you go.
68.
Roll percentile for me, Halavera.
You seen who's more drunk?
Give him advantage. He's got resistance to poison.
Oh, they're not poisoned. That's fine.
No,
It's just alcohol poisoning.
89.
Hey, no, cool, you're doing the same thing. I want you to make a dex save.
Fuck.
Is it projectile moment?
No, Dex.
Say it? Dex.
Yeah.
she's casting magic missile on someone.
20.
20? Okay, you're fine. So, as he started spluttering and coughing, he's dropped the keg and you've just gone, and you sort of just see it, but you sort of drunkenly stumble out of the way, but it grazes you and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the keg slightly hits you.
I run in and grab her hand. Okay, we're leaving now.
That was fun!
On the other side of the door, I think, where are they?
I'm with you.
Where are the girls?
Brother.
Where are the girls?
Henry!
I
Another one!
No, you're not doing... No, you're not doing a keg off.
Oh, I'm really... I go, Henry, with a fireball, just in my head, give me a cocktail, please.
Is this
Just tell me.
is this Alavara or Micah?
Micah is just drunk Alavera just all the time.
And I got nervous about your mage hand. It's all right, and he goes up and...
That's a mage hand.
Yeah.
I don't think they're coming.
I come outside.
Oh, yep, one's coming. Where's...
I throw a sack of 40 gold to
She got hit by a
defeat.
keg, and then she orders another drink, and then
Need
threatened
a hand with the rest of that?
So-
brother?
So she's not coming.
Maybe just drink
She's
it
not coming.
slowly.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Okay.
I kind of disappointedly. Is there mugs just around or whatever?
Yeah.
I just grab one and just shovel into the keg and start drinking it.
You start drinking all your goodies and your backwash that you spluttered into your keg. It's that was good.
I'm not wasting good piss.
Right, about 2-3 minutes later, Henry comes back with your cocktail. They made fast for you.
I'm
Thank
sure
you, Henry.
Henry
And as he
will
walks
We left.
backwards,
Yeah,
I'm gonna use my mage hand.
I think your friends have left you.
Oh, that's okay. They'll be back.
Alright.
Oh, will we?
Alright, so.
Well, they need me for money.
I don't think that's a thing you should be saying in the middle of a busy tavern.
Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Do I know if I can use my lay on hands to stop to reverse drunkenness?
Yep, 5 hit points.
Yeah?
It's a poison.
Poison, yeah.
All right. Just fine.
Alright, I need you.
I'll wait till she finishes her other
Are
drink.
you just downing it?
Yeah.
Yep, roll a con save for me.
No.
You are pretty tanked at this point, so.
54.
That's not enough.
That's one hell of a con save!
She is strong. IRL.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Plus 3, 23.
You're swaying around, you're just like,
Another!
is she fucking serious?
I love
Don't ask
I was
us.
like,
She drinks better than me.
So as you're there, you see
I've seen halflings
there are these
drink
two
better
girls,
than you,
there are
brother.
these two girls at the bar, they're ordering drinks too, and they look towards you, woo! Like, sisters and
yeah!
Come on, come with us and hang out with us. We met two really cool guys. They're grievers.
Oh no.
Grievous?
Yeah.
We should not.
Just starts crying.
Did I say something wrong?
My friend is a griever!
Well, you
Was.
She's getting high off wasted.
can come hang out with us. Where's your
White elf wasted.
did your friend leave you?
White girl wasted.
Friends?
You can come with us. What's your name?
Aloe vera?
Oh, come with us. Come sit. We have a booth. We're getting free drinks. It's great. We can get you some too.
Oh, I know Henry.
What?
I know Henry.
Oh, well, come sit with us anyway. You look like you're. I mean, these dwarves. They seem okay, but I think they're doing their own thing. Look, they don't even care you're gone.
I know they're not my friends.
Oh,
That's true.
well, come sit with us.
Well, technically, I don't really know them.
Oh, you don't know us either, but anyway. Well, we're over in the corner over there, and it's a bit of fun at the moment. These two guys are so funny.
You mentioned.
Grievers?
Griever, and she's grieving.
They glance at each other nervously. Well, grabbing their drinks. We can, bye. And they go.
I'll go look for the two grievers. Obviously, I saw them
Okay.
originally.
Okay.
We've left.
Grievers. Okay. You three. You've left the establishment. The streets are packed. You notice that all these lanterns are strewn across the streets now, and it seems to illuminate with blue and purple glow. People are going about. Vendors are still at their stalls peddling their goods.
This was all set up earlier today, but I didn't see them with the lights on. It's very different.
Magical.
It's magic.
Right, you continue
Feldy
along.
be like, I got the magic in me.
So you head up the Grand North Lane, which is one of the main sections of the city, and as you're going around, you can see as you come towards the North Street that way that heads towards the Arcanist Garden, you just hear coming from your left. And as you look up, you see a different Trinity Guardian that you saw previously. This one is in a robe, and he's got a big beard, and a mop of hair at the top. And it just sort of looks around. You can make out a female at the top of this one. Just looking around.
I pause. Like, ooh,
Treatment.
Then,
Runs.
it's
and then it just sort of, you hear, stand back everyone, in the middle of the intersection there, and you just hear, and it jumps up into the air over the northern gate, outside of the wall.
personally, I'm not a fan of big death machines.
I think they're cool.
Yeah, they're definitely cool.
It's a good thing that they're protecting the city then and not fighting against it.
They're still terrifying. Especially when you think one's going to run you down.
True.
Let's go.
You continue
Let's just shit himself.
continue down the north lane, and eventually you start to see the Elvish again, and you come towards the square, and once again you can see lit up, almost flashing light signs and neon around it. Magic is being used.
Look
And
at
you
this
see
shop,
a,
it's magical magic.
You look around, but you can't see this Warforged anywhere.
I'm not looking for a Warforged.
I know, but you see a man standing behind the. He's with some customers at the moment, just showing them different goods.
I'll wait for them to pass by. This is the place where Talos is alleged to be. Before there was a Warforged manning stall. It was a bit. I don't know how to describe it.
Frank
It was-
Walton from National Times.
It was like, have you ever walked past a store and there's that really annoying person out the front that's yelling, you're saying, come in, buy my things? It was like that, but a Warforged. You know the things that are meant to punch things up and fight? And were crafted for war? It was selling things.
Sounds
Spruiking. That's the word.
I want to meet
Spruiking.
him.
He was... Yes, he was something.
Did he get on your nerves?
No, he did not. He just... Very interesting. I was overwhelmed by it. Very much so.
I can tell by the look on your
It
face.
was...
But he's not here anymore.
No, he's not.
At the end, you see this man who's carrying this long sword, and he sort of flourishes it, and he walks off from the counter. And he nods towards this black mop-haired salesman behind the counter. And he just nods back with a straight face.
Oh, hold on. So the dude that just walked away. What does he look like? The dude that just walked away.
Oh, just a noble lord.
Noble Lord. What did the sword look like?
Just a standard longsword. Nothing special.
Okay. There's no hidden...
Roll inside.
There wasn't no hidden nod there or anything there. Because he's straight faced.
He says,
Do I believe the DM?
I'll approach.
hey,
Ah, you
can I
are...
help you?
You're very opposite from your employee.
You mean X3?
Yes, him.
Yeah, he does a lot of the selling.
Where is he now?
He's resting.
Right.
Can I help you?
I assume you're Talos?
Yes.
Do you, did you know a man by the name of Barrack?
Barrack.
He was
Yes.
a griever.
He is.
He was.
Was. Oh,
He is dead now.
that makes me sad.
No, this is very troubling.
Yes.
Now I might be low. It's throwing me off. He said that in his last will, a letter said I should come and see you about his last effects being returned to his family.
Oh.
Is that something that you can help with? He said that I should come to you if I could not find a person named Frayne.
I don't know a friend. That's a strange name.
Yeah, I assume. Can you help with this?
What his last wishes were his family.
To receive his I think he just had a purse of gold.
He has an adopted son. I will see to it he gets the gold.
And that's what he sent. And I took his longsword too, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this should be given to his son as well.
It's a beautiful piece. I will see to it he gets it.
And perhaps this as well, and I give him the Griever token.
Thank you for this. He will appreciate it. I am very happy that you have done this for him.
If you don't mind me asking, you have very... Your emotions seem suppressed. Is this a condition?
This is just who I am.
So you're unable to physically express it?
It is hard.
But does he look like a human?
Yeah, he's just a human. 5 o'clock. Not 5 o'clock, like a scraggly beard, mop hair, bloodshot eyes. It doesn't look like someone who can sell something very well.
Do you look like a Drago?
So I've just remembered some of what he said about what Barrack said in his letter. Said to seek out Frayne if we can. Do you have any?
Does not wherever he is.
I don't know who Frayne is.
Never heard of him.
We've just had a.
You're back! back! And you see coming from behind this
Just
wagon
turn that mic up.
is the Warforged.
This is X3.
Returning customer!
This is X3.
It is me, X3714!
Yes, X3.
You can call me X3!
Yes, X3, I've brought you some friends. And I point towards Chef and Kendra.
Customers! New customers! I am X3714! But you can call me X3!
Hi, X3.
Can I help you with anything? Is there anything you want to purchase?
Not
I have
yet.
spices and vices, pots and lots of things.
Not wanting to purchase anything right now.
You're a pretty lady. We have jewelry. We have stuff that makes fire like your hair. There are so many things here.
I can make fire. That's enough. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's great. Can you store your fire anywhere?
She doesn't need to, she can just take
You're gonna
it.
start crying again.
Now, have you come to return with your friends to purchase this amazing jug that can make whatever liquid your dreams can come true? Except for poison. Doesn't make poison, but it makes acid!
I'll let them have a look at
talking
that.
about?
Do you want to show? Do you want to show them that while I speak to Talos?
You got it! And he goes back behind it and gets this alchemy,
What
this
is
jug.
this?
Alchemy.
Once again, this beautiful black onyx lid, and it's got vinylish mahogany outlay on the side of it with a face on the side, on the front, like a white face with a mouth that's open.
The face of Bo.
So,
Does it have a
Yes,
nose?
what kind of liquid would you like for this thing to exude?
Whiskey.
Whiskey! Well, whiskey! And then a tiny little bit comes out. Doesn't make much of that, but it still makes a bit! But what about this one? Wine! And then it just pours lots of wine out. I don't know how good it tastes, but it'll be good for anyone who's traveling a lot and misses the taste of sweet wine on their lips.
I look at Lance when he's obviously talking to Talos.
And I catch his eye.
I don't think we're looking to purchase anything at the moment. We might come back tomorrow. But we just needed to talk to Talos about someone that we know as
Just
well.
like,
But this has many values and different things you can use it for. Surely it's a good thing and it's something you'd want to buy on your adventures.
We probably don't have enough. How much are you asking?
1,000 gold pieces for this one.
Even combined, we don't have enough, I'm sure.
I'm sure you could pull something together.
Have a nice day. I walk outside and just stand outside.
You broke it.
Where did he go? Does he need a minute to think? I'll give him a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He begins to count.
You just hear
And
me
you
outside.
just see
just
Charles
make
going.
it stop.
Anyway.
Is this why you can't sleep? Is this why you have lunch? Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you take a blink? You just blink out.
So you have no information that could possibly lead us to his contacts here.
Not towards Frayne. If it is a Griever contact, I suggest trying to talk to other Grievers, but they generally are tight-lipped.
I ran into a particularly asshole variant of dwarf.
And dwarves are normally assholes. My condolences.
His attitude was spikier than his armor.
Oh, that one is Ron.
Ron.
Yes. You don't want to talk to him.
No, I never do
It's
again.
his friend you want to talk to. He blabs a lot.
What's his friend's name?
Jay.
Jay. Alright, so talk to Jay, the
Yes, he's a tiefling.
handsome devil.
He's got a purple skin.
And the cat eyes.
Yes. That is his Griever mark.
Oh. Oh. Alright.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that our compatriot is with us.
58, 59, 60. You there, strange-looking man who is really tall and is devilishly good-looking. Have you come to a decision?
Definitely don't want to buy it.
Are you sure about that?
Have you come to a different decision?
I'm absolutely sure. You won't change my mind.
Roll persuasion.
you're gonna roll bad, aren't you?
Natty one, come on.
No, 23.
Oh,
Ha! I tell you what! Looks towards Talos. 900 gold for this one! That's a lot of gold off! 100 gold can buy you 101 gold items!
That's some very adept mathematics you've got there.
I am an adept, especially in maths.
I look at her and say, that's 2,000 arrows.
He knows what's up.
I think he said something. He might want to buy something.
I already did. We've already done this, haven't we, X?
We have. He was a great customer. You should be like him. Buy the jug.
Oh my god, I walk up, I pick the cheapest necklace I can find. If I buy this, shut up, please.
You've got it. This will cost you 100 gold pieces.
Sorry, chef. You're on your own.
Get fireballed.
Sorry, Talos. Your life seemed like it was pretty miserable anyway.
You will take care of this, Talos?
Of course.
What is his son's name? Where does he reside?
He is in Vestavia, far to the north of the Varnesian Empire.
We don't want to go there.
I have my papers to get there. It is hard for other republics to get there.
Alright, so at least you'll be able to get there.
Of course. I will see that it's done. You have my word.
What is his name?
His name? Todd.
Huh?
Todd.
Todd.
This is Barrack's son. Did you say?
My adopted son.
Adopted son.
Todd.
Anyway, thank you for taking care of this.
We can't go to
I will
that
leave you
desert.
to your
Barack warned us.
company.
He's taking it.
I trail off as I say that.
Do we have a deal there, fiery woman?
I'm going to slip out the door and try and slip past all of them and try and leave them with him.
You'll find I can be very persuasive. I am good at closing sales.
Do I get out?
Roll stealth.
21.
Yeah, you're fine.
No,
Slip
20.
out. Yeah.
Would we just notice that he's gone though?
I know, because I left the inside of the store thing.
What do you mean?
I did my best to leave while you were distracted by X3 to make it look like I haven't come out yet.
I go back in to see if I can find, out of frustration, to see if I can find Serion.
Who's sorry?
You leave.
I haven't gone far. I'm just watching them from a good
Roll perception.
30 feet away.
Sorry, 19.
You look through the crowd, but you don't see him.
Shoot.
Where did he go?
He's not in the store.
I'm just watching
he
X3
failed.
do his thing.
Yeah, sort of in the crowd.
No, to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. You're in the crowd, blended, but
Yeah.
watching them.
Yeah.
He can't see.
We
He's
better
like,
go find
you
him.
see him look around, like, anyway, stranger, this jug, 900 gold. Or for you, fiery woman, this necklace, 100 gold. Which one will it be?
Is there any time that you won't be on the register?
You have shown interest in an item. I will not stop hounding you until you buy it.
I run away. I just run. I don't know what else to do. I just run. I just run because I can't do it.
Well, it looks like it's you. 900 gold, please.
Serion was right about you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
And with that, you turn out. And you go away from the wagon, and you just see it. You see Talos sitting there going, and you just see it. What? Did I do something wrong? And then you guys fade out. Back into
You
the crowd.
fade out. And start swiping.
I don't know how far Kindred got.
You just like, nope. All right, back to you two. What are you guys
Oh, how
doing?
about
Sitting
me?
there dwarfing.
Seeing the who she's going to sit with, and my natural affiliation or feeling towards tieflings. But Otor, I'm not normally one to meddle.
Yes, you are.
I knew you were going to do that too.
Not sure I trust the young lass in the company of the two that walked in.
There's a dwarf over there. She'll be fine.
I'm not so sure.
I look over and see the dwarf just straight face, hating life. I'm
Yeah, just like,
pretty sure she'll be
you
fine.
don't see. You just see the torsos of people.
It's the tiefling I'm not so sure about. And that one didn't seem to have her best wits about her at the best of times.
Regardless, I don't think it's wise to try start something.
I'm thinking perhaps we just try and get it out of the situation. I mean, I want to go have a walk anyway, try and find some of these big, crazy things that walk around the city.
Do you expect me to
I forgot the
carry
name
this-
of them. What are they called?
Goliaths.
Trinity Guardians.
Oh, Trinity Guardians. Some of the Trinity Guardians.
Do you expect me to
Any
carry
normal
around the
sized
rest of my cake?
Goliaths.
I walk over and I grab his keg and I down it.
Downs
How much is left?
Probably like, I
Huh?
don't know, I
Probably a quarter,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Because I have been just like going through
Do I need
mine
to
slowly.
roll the save? Just smash it. There. It's done.
Okay.
Mine.
So as you
At
make
least
your way
I got
through,
that
people
one.
part ways towards you because you're a big deal. Okay. As you get there,
Damn
you
straight.
see Alavera sitting there in this booth with this tiefling, this dwarf, and about 4 girls. They're just giggling, and you see this tiefling sitting there with 2 girls in his arms, and he looks up. Oh, the Forge Lords have arrived. It's good to see you, friends. You're all the way here from Zereth, I believe.
Indeed.
We don't really have Forge Lords here in this town. Come, come. I just finished a contract. Lots of gold. Drinks are on me. Come join us.
Drinks are on him, brother. I pull up like a
Is
scene.
this the trifling talking?
Yeah. He pulls off a beer from his head. Just kidding. But drinks are on me. Come on, seriously. Come, sit with me.
I look, I'm like,
You're sitting there too, Alavera.
Yeah, I'm sitting there.
And
And
you ordered a third one, didn't you? Roll another con save.
D20.
I think she's just poisoned by this point.
oh, that's
That's
got
cocked in half.
70.
Yeah, you are barely within consciousness, but you're sitting there, and you see 4 dwarves walk up to the tavern.
I'm afraid this one, Alavera, her friends have left and they're probably wondering where she is. Thought we might, help her on her way. She's a bit gone.
Well, of course. Come, sit with us. You can look after her, but I assure you I'm doing that as well.
I'm sure you are.
So I heard you guys are grievers.
What gave that away? The strange eyes that I've got? The symbol hanging around my neck? Or the
I
fact that
mean-
these... Well, I'm assuming he's a paladin, because he's quite pompous and arseholish like one.
I knew.
Speak for yourself,
At
type
least you're
boy.
not a Silvered Order. You're not a Silvered Order, are you? Because then I'd be shitting my pants if
He
you
just
were.
called you a silver doorknob.
I
Do I know
knew
what a silver
griever.
order is?
You would. So the Silvered Order are quite a renowned paladin order who fight evil darkness in the land, but they've also grouped grievers in with that evil darkness, so they would actively hunt grievers too, believing that they are the fiends that they hunt.
If I was part of the Silver Order, you'd be dead already.
Not so sure of that.
I knew it. Griever. What?
You knew a griever, darling. You knew one. You know one right now.
No. I had a friend that was a griever.
Do you know why she's so sad? Is she a sad drunk? They're not real fun.
I think
haven't the foggiest, mate.
it's time that we maybe showed her to her room.
You see the dwarf that's sitting next to the tiefling. Yeah, she told me about Barrick. You remember that one that we met, the griever one here? Oh! Barrick.
Do you know Barry?
I met him once. Seemed like a very nice gentleman. Still getting his reins on the whole griever thing. Not nearly dark enough for. He seemed a little lost, but we guided him to find some friends to help
He
him.
was not lost. He knew what he was doing. He just got led the wrong way.
Are you
Is a
okay?
messy drunk.
I put my hand on Olivera's shoulder. I say, forgive me. Olivera, I think your friends are waiting for you.
Who are you?
Do you lay on hands?
No,
Is that
I
what
put
you-
my hand on her,
Yeah.
as if to say, I think your friends, I look to you to try and say, what were their names again?
Lance, I
Lance.
believe.
How do you know them? I've never met you.
You met us with them about, forgive us, She can't really remember.
So, look. I'm not going to hurt this girl or sacrifice her to some abyssal lord in this plane, if that's what you think, because I am, a tiefling. Let's be honest. Let's just get prejudice out of the way. You don't like me.
Say they're not going to do it.
That's fair.
That's something they will.
If I say it, it's canon.
I am merely here to enjoy drinks. The girls invited her here, and I merely accepted her into this booth here. That is what has transpired here.
That's fine, I'm just saying, I think she's had enough to drink.
Of course, I'm not forcing drinks down her throat. She can do what she wants. She's a grown elf. She's probably a lot older than you are, sport.
She's definitely not acting like it.
She's drunk. Of course she's not.
I'm just kind of sitting there, like, waiting for a free drink, trying to not
You sound like
enjoy
you
it.
know my friends. Why do you wait
The
with
fighty-haired
me?
one, the fighty-haired one, the elf,
I
and the
kn-
pretty boy,
I
the
know a
tall
lot
pretty
of
boy.
fiery heads.
Have we arrived back?
You probably just
ones-
got to the vendor by now.
The ones that called you the bookish type.
I am a bookish type.
Book nerd.
Well, they left a little while ago.
Well, you can sit with me if you don't think this guy is not very nice, but he hasn't done anything to me.
Brother, how about you leave it alone?
What's your
We're all
passive
just having
perception?
fun here.
What's your passive
Breville,
perception?
what's your passive
13.
Okay, cool.
Mine's 10. Well, if you're gonna sit here, you may as well have your wits about you. I take a look at the tiefling, and I lay on hands.
Smiles. Cool. You are no longer drunk.
Where am I?
The red juggler, miss.
Who are you?
And brother, we met before.
Was I?
You've had a lot to drink, love.
Oh.
A lot. Like, a lot. Well,
Neat.
actually, you've not had much to drink, to be fair.
But a lot for that.
But it seemed to go straight to your head.
All I remember was sitting over in that booth.
With Lance and the pretty boy and the fiery-haired
Do
one.
you know where they went?
They left.
Oh.
That is a neat party trick there, Tally. Good one.
Hmm.
I prefer if you didn't call me nicknames.
What's happening
Very
here?
well.
Luther
Really?
will do.
Who are you?
Me? Well, we were acquainted already, but you are quite drunk. I am Jay. These girls here saw you at the bar and they invited you here, and I let you sit with us and have drinks
Does he
with
look
us.
like a griever to me?
Yes. Easily.
You're a griever.
I am.
He's like, oh, this again, we already been through this.
Do you know?
Wait. Griever.
Yes.
Oh, good, you're not going to cry. Continue.
Do you know a guy named Barrick?
Why, well, yes. We were just talking about it just then. We met him about a week and a bit ago now.
Do you? What encounter did you have with him?
Well,
Sexual.
we met him under certain pretenses, and we chatted and talked, and that was it.
Well, he has passed on, and
My condolences.
we're trying to look for someone.
Oh, who are you trying to find?
Fran?
Frame.
Frame?
Never heard of him.
How do you know it's a her or him?
Sounds like a male name.
Are you sure?
Yes. You can roll his eye on him if you want.
Insight. I don't know. 17.
Yeah, you can tell that he's stumbling.
I've never seen her roll bad.
So, you look like you're not telling the exact truth.
At least I start paying attention to him as well.
You know that I'm a wizard
You are.
and an elf.
Think you are?
And it's come to my...
It's like chalk and cheese, this aloe vera that you're seeing now compared to before.
You seem like you know something that you're not telling me. I'm not gonna...
Look,
I'm not
I'm
trying
not
to...
even going to try and pretend that I'm not telling you things. I'm not. I am a griever. Grievers stick to each other.
I understand,
Yes.
but I'm trying to return his belongings.
That's
And I need to find this person. And if you have just
well,
a
that's
little...
all right. I tell you what.
Just a
You seem
little
okay. Leave his
information.
belongings with me, and I will make sure.
I don't know you. He didn't ask for you. He asked for Frank.
Well, I guess that's a risk you're going to have to take.
You know Frame.
Do I?
Yes?
Oh.
Do you want me to roll again?
You probably know he's bullshitting.
Could you please just tell me? I do need to. It was his last wishes.
Look, I know what you're doing is admirable, and I've told you, if you want to give me his belongings, I will pass them on to whoever this brain
He
is.
said, well, obviously, if I gave you his stuff and you're going to pass them on to a friend, then obviously you know a friend.
Of course. I'm not going to tell you where or who he is, though. As you hear, enough, fucking shut it, your goddamn mouth, I will shut it for you. It's the dwarf.
You seem
Too
to
much
know
conflict
all
on
of it. You seem to know all of it. What's your issue? Can't you just tell me just a little bit of information so therefore I can give this Frame the belongings that Barak decided to tell us to give to him or her?
Where you pass them on.
Listen, you notice that his demeanor is starting to change now. He's getting annoyed. You seem like a very smart woman. So I'll try and say this in terms that you understand. I do not wish to tell you anything to do with the Griever Network. You are not a Griever, so unless you want to right now go under the harrowing and become a Griever yourself, you don't get squat. Now, I am offering myself to take his things to Frame. Once again, just let me handle it. So, you can get his wishes seen to. Take it, or leave it.
Are we back yet?
Does he seem like he actually is intent? Does he seem like he's showing any signs of like?
He's slightly hostile now.
No, like he's
following
like
through.
Is he?
Does he sound
actually? No,
genuine?
it's probably not something I could tell. If he was actually legitimately seeming like he would do that,
Yeah.
I'd be able to tell that anyway.
Are you?
So I don't know him.
Are you trying to threaten me?
I'm not threatening at you at all. All I'm saying is that what you're asking for, I cannot tell you.
No, it's more like you won't tell me, not
Yeah,
necessarily
okay,
can't.
however you want to word it then, I won't tell you, because you're not a Griever. Does that make sense? For someone who's meant to process very, very complex...
I am processing it.
Are you? You're not doing a very good job then.
More so, I'm just trying to confuse you into telling me.
Well, once
And
again,
it sounds like you're quite
I think you're better
stumbling.
with books than with people, so you should probably leave.
Okay, now it sounds like you're threatening her.
I'm not threatening her at all. I'm just telling her to please leave from this place because
This
she
is not your
ruining
place.
my vibe in this corner here, and I would like very much to drink with my friends that I brought here after finishing quite a big contract.
See, this is why I don't like tieflings. They lose their temper way too quickly.
Contracts are great when they pay ridiculously well.
Perhaps we should find your friends, love. They might have found something out that maybe this guy won't tell you. They looked like they were going to do something.
Well, it seems like this guy.
Seems like this guy's not going to be much help.
Alright,
No.
so you guys hear from behind you two. And
Turn
you
around.
realise now that this tiefling's face is sort of gone. And as you turn around, you see these three figures. They're decked in silver armour. And they're looking.
Do I recognise their armour in any way? Does it
Do I
look
know
obvious?
what these
Is
guys
Is
are?
it what I think it
Yeah, the
is?
silver doorknobs.
What are
It's a
these
sword,
guys?
Yep.
and on top of it, it branches out to trees. And you see hanging from it horns.
What are these guys?
You would easily see this sigil as the Sylvan Order.
Oh,
Look-
they're my friends. Are they? No.
I look
Sorry.
back to the type
It
of...
sounds like a wizard.
Sorry, 1 second. And he spits onto the table.
Oh. What's...
Who's what?
Why?
I kind of shrank into my armor just a little bit.
I put my hand around you and I think it's time we let these two have a bit of a chat.
Well, gentlemen,
And I'm clearly trying to...
what
nudge
is
you
it
back a
that some fine dickheads like yourself are going to do in an establishment like this? There are people everywhere, not everyone agrees with your ways. We actually help people. It might be for a modest fee, of course, but we still help people. Are you really going to cause any trouble in this tavern here?
Is he saying this to the silvery dudes, or are they saying this?
He's saying this to the silvery dudes now. At this point, you guys probably get back to the tavern.
We see a bit
And I'm just edging Alvera back around, kind of away, and back around towards.
Depends on what's happened with Lance along the path, whether he sort of kept it.
Oh no! As soon as you ran away, I rejoined.
Yeah.
So
had a good giggle at
you
it.
notice that there's three of them. One is significantly taller than the other two. He looks like quite brutish compared to the other two. He slams his maul onto the ground.
I'm just letting them do this. This is. No.
I'm still in the booth with them,
Well,
just
anyway, it's scum like you that are staying upon this land.
I'm like grabbing him by the back of the thing. It's like, we know we need to leave. Like,
I'm
just
kind of
back
like
in.
that, but I'm also like, oh my gosh.
You see, with Ron and his armor, with the spiky armor that comes out, he begins to like cut into his arm, but Jay puts his hand onto his arm. Listen, we're all patrons here. My friend is one of the owners of this establishment, so we are not going to start a debacle in here. We are not going to do anything here. This is silly to do.
It would obviously take me too long to try and find Henry, seeing a bit of a...
Yeah. You notice that in that area, people are sort of moving away because they can see that there's conflict.
No, don't.
As
Let Grievous
Luther's
this is
trying to
Grievous
pull-
business. Let Grievous handle Grievous business.
As
Nor just-
Luther's
no.
trying to
Wait,
pull...
so who's the Silver Ordered again? Sorry. What?
Silver Order are a group of paladins who are hell-bent on basically wiping out darkness, wiping out fiends.
As I'm kind of getting pulled away, I'm gonna have the drink in my hand and I'm just gonna spill it on one of the Silver Order people as like Luther's trying to like
shit.
back me away. And I'll be like, oh, sorry friend. Don't worry about it. And I'm like trying to act like I'm just like drunk. Like,
Sorry,
on
my
face.
brother's had. Sorry, boys, my brother's
Oh,
had a
man.
bit too much.
Oh.
And that's saying something for a dwarf.
Hey, may Hammerfear bless you, and may Favan look upon you.
Hey, bless you as well. And I kind of like stumble towards into them a bit and then like
Now,
head off.
Yeah, pull Oliver
I
over this
think,
a little bit.
right, we shouldn't start a debacle in here, but I believe that you should come with us right now. Unless you do want to start something in here.
Brother, can't let them do this.
You look out of place there, Adept. Maybe you should leave as well. And you girls, you should leave too. You should prosecute your actions for even attempting to sleep with these filth.
Me? No.
You're all whores. Not you. I can see you're an adept, but these are escorts.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Now are you going to leave? I suggest you do.
A little bit shocked at his reaction because I'm only a good person.
I've done my best to make my way to try and
Yeah,
get
you're there
Henry's,
now. You can see them.
and try and get Henry's attention.
Just
You
lay
all
back
need to
and
roll
wait.
perception and try and find Henry.
Mhm.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Same roll. Perception.
Yep.
17.
17. Cool. So you can't see him anywhere on the first floor. You think you've searched really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
But you swear just upstairs you can hear, you hear the familiar voice of Henry.
All right.
It's not our fight, brother. It's not our fight.
But it's not right what they're doing.
They're getting rid of evil.
Breather's not necessarily evil. They help
No,
people.
but Typhons are.
Did he say evil to you? He's just having a drink.
Now, come with us. You just see Jake. Now, you can fuck off with your beliefs, you can fuck off with your system, you can fuck off with basically everything that you stand for, because you're all a bunch of dickheads, idiots, and you really aren't following the ways of Favan. At this, you see the big brute just go, take that back, now. Jay's like, take what back? The truth. I believe free speech is a given in this place, so I will amplify it a bit more. You're all a bunch of dickheads, and the gods do not favour any of you at all. In fact, they turn their noses up at such filth that you do. They probably wipe their asses with the things that you do, because you're covered in shit with what you believe in from the gods. And with that, the big guy grabs out his maul, and he begins to bring it down towards the table. Anyone who wants to can roll initiative at this time.
I'm not close enough.
I will.
I've gone for
I will also.
Henry.
What? Let them kill him. Like, shit.
Mine's so low.
Nah, he knows information. I want to know. I don't want him dead.
What did you roll?
16.
16?
6.
6?
17.
If you want me to roll to make,
It's
because
up to
I'm
you.
trying to find Henry.
Okay, so it's fine. I just wanted to see how actions would work. As he's coming down, you're sort of in the corner of the bar, so out of the reaches of the main torchlight and everything, so the shadows sort of whisper around.
Whisper
As
pot.
that whisper pond.
Oh.
Whisper pond.
Like whisper pot.
As that happens, almost out of nowhere, you see this figure seem to materialize out of the shadows and seems to grapple this brute coming down in this strange looking grip that you've never seen before in normal sort of training.
Shadow positioned in jitsu.
As you see,
That's what it
as
feels
it comes into vision, you see that this person is wearing like a black robe. He's got a bare chest and black sort of key skirt. He is dark with reddish black marbled skin and his face is adorned with lots of piercings. Anyone can roll history if they want to.
15.
15?
14.
9.
15.
9, 15.
20.
20? Okay. Chef,
Mm-hmm.
you've heard of people around like this in your time. They are looked upon with caution, but what they believe in follows the belief system of Favonism. You know that these are a priesthood known as the Ezrani.
This is the person that's grappled the guy.
Yes. So you know that the Ezrani are a priesthood from the nomadic wastes of Sinergi.
So I would know that.
So not much. You don't know much about them,
Are you there?
but
I'm there.
you know that they are trained quite well in shadow arts, and they are well-trained monks.
Well trained monk.
I would know them, wouldn't I? Because they're from where I'm from, right?
Did you go over?
I am there.
Did you roll history?
No, but I can do, sorry.
Roll history. You can roll history if you want.
9.
No, you don't know them.
Oh no.
Shadow monks.
You just see him try and bring his sword, his maul down, and he can't, just from the way that this grip is. And you hear him whisper into the ear of this big brute.
Ooh.
Leave your beliefs out of this place. Silly fools. Or we will start to follow our beliefs and send you to the next life early.
Did he say this in a different language? Or
No, just a thick sort of accent.
Everyone here's a fucking zealot.
Hmm?
Everyone here's a fucking zealot.
And with that, he releases his lock. Come on, at the Silver Order. Get up and go.
They leave.
Yep. You
This
see
is
that
the
this
top of the
Ezrani is standing there, looking at you. He nods, and then he walks back over, and over near the fireplace, in the shadowy sort of corner of the hearth, you see another one, and they go back to talking.
Would I surmise that they possibly know of Marcus's monk?
As I said, you can surmise whatever you want. That's
Okay.
not up to me.
Okay. I'm going to go over and just discuss with them, just ask them if they know of the Felden Peak Monastery.
Okay. They look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good friend. Just lost his life from there just 2 days ago.
They seem to be celebrating.
Best mood change.
He was a blue dragonborn named Marcus. I'm not sure if you know of him at all.
Dragonborn.
Mm.
Interesting.
I know that he served Dukan.
Yes.
Just wanting to know if you have any information. I want to go and pay homage and make sure that I respect his memory.
Well, we are not from these lands here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know much about this area. We come to pay respects
to the one who gives life to many things. But it is not our circle. We don't know things. I am sorry.
That's okay. My name's Chef. Can I ask your name?
Yes.
Just stay with that. Yes. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, you want some more? I am Sken.
Skin?
Sken.
Yes.
Skin is this.
Yes.
I am Sken.
Yes.
And my friend here is Tor.
Tor?
Yes.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting some Esrani. Very grateful that you were able to defuse that with such swift action.
Overzealous people who bring their place into festivities are idiots. We will not stand for something like that.
I was about to grab the owner and try and get him to defuse it. It would have turned into a great problem. There were many bystanders, so thank you.
It seems like everything is not over just yet. And he beckons his head over towards them again, and you see that these silvered guys have come up. Like they can't exactly get enough of what they've said. So are you guys still over there, or are you...
Yeah, we've backed off a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. So...
Probably saying to Broto, see, Broto, you've got a lot to learn. Sometimes you can't just fight every fight you think you're on the right side of.
I'm going to approach the tiefling when I can.
You'll need to learn that too.
And you realise that as they're about to start something up again, you see coming out of the crowd is bursting through is Henry. Right. Listen up. I've met my fair share of dickheads in the past. Alright? Big ones, small ones, lots of them, alright? But calling you a dickhead, well, that would be a compliment to the likes of scum, such as yourselves.
Is he only talking to the
Yeah,
Silver
he's
Daughter?
talking to the Silver Daughter. So, do me a favour and piss off out of here, would you? Take your fuckwittery somewhere else. You realise that the brute starts to arc up again, but the one in charge puts his hand up. No. Let's go. And you see them head out towards the door. Sorry about that, Jay. That was my misdoing. Obviously, whoever's on the door let zealot idiots in. So next drink's on me, alright? Jason's like, nah, it's alright. Shit happens all the time, man. These guys are everywhere. That's why us grievers like to travel in packs. You get used to it. It's like, alright.
Just as Henry's about to finish up, I just say I was coming to look for you when they were starting.
It's alright. Seems like the situation diffused itself, so we're all good. Right. Well, that was an interesting time. Gentlemen, dwarves, see, there are worse people in the world than me.
Perhaps you're right.
I mean no harm. I know I can't change who I am. I can't change who I was born into this world as. All I can do is make the choices to try and help people. Mind you, yes, I'm a bit of a selfish asshole. I take coin for it, but I do help people. I can't be as altruistic as everyone.
Can I...
Can I go... Sorry.
You're right, go first.
Can I go up to him and go, if I offer you 10 gold, will you tell me some information about...
Oh god.
I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than do that for 10 gold.
The best insult.
What about...
I don't really know what you take, really.
Next off, you would say to me something like, oh, I'd give you 5 gold to go and see the curator or something like that.
Whoa, sorry. Back up just a minute.
Yes?
You know the curator?
You know the curator?
Oh,
You know
no.
the curator?
I know of the curator.
At this,
I think it was just a bit of a side comment.
you receive a message. Keep your voice down.
Who is that?
You don't know it's a voice
What are
you've
you
never heard
saying?
before.
Listen,
Nothing.
is he Jay?
No, no,
Jay.
no.
Jay,
Don't
was
say
it?
anything about
Yes.
Perhaps I've been a little judgmental.
Oh, no. You've been very judgmental.
Please.
Now, listen,
Excuse
I just used that as an example. I don't actually know the curator. No one knows the curator. The curator comes to you. He finds you. He's a legend in all this land. He's a phantom. No one actually knows if he exists.
And how might one get the attention of this fact?
I'm going to say that you probably don't want his
Have,
attention.
we
have
should,
something that the curator wants.
Maybe we should stop talking
Well,
about
what if he already took the thing? It's just kind of like.
I smell a
You
quest. Where's that yellow
Are you in
exclamation
town
mark?
for the whole celebration?
Oh, well, it depends. If there's work here, then sure, I'll be around for a bit. Drinking and whoring my way like a griever does. It's a good time to do it. Lots of ethnic beauties in the city at this time, so take your pick. Try and get one different one a night, you know what I mean?
Excuse
That's not.
Look, love, you knew Barrack. You should know what grievers are like.
me. Barrack was not like that.
Yeah, he was stuck with you, so... Anyway, you were
You're-
saying, Dwarf?
You're not
Excuse
wrong
me?
about the ethnic beauties, and I lean into him as if to whisper into his ear, and I say, "I got dibs on the Genasi." And I pat him on the shoulder.
Jay, I want you to roll stealth. You're talking about Kindra, who's quite perceptive.
Yeah, I've got
Natural one.
Fireball! So in your head, it's like,
good roll.
I've got dibs on the fire
He's
genasi.
actually-
But you're like, yeah, I got dibs on the fire
I got
genasi.
dibs on the Genasi, and she sees me like gesture my head towards her.
He looks at you and turns up his like mouth. Subtle. You hear that? He's got dibs on you.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just
checking.
like, oh no.
Well,
There's a fire redhead in you, mate.
Probably shouldn't speak about her like that, especially with the fact that she's got friends.
yeah, it's a compliment.
Oh,
She's attractive.
Don't worry, I already dealt with Bruce. I can deal with this guy.
That's true.
I do apologize for my brother.
You don't need to.
I really do.
There's nothing
Look, I apologize
perfectly
for.
natural.
I think the best reaction to this, Kindra, you should take it for the compliment that he means it to be.
What
I
he
apologize
said.
for insulting you,
Despite-
Jay.
Look, it's fine. You were drunk. Well, you weren't drunk, but we'll just say you were drunk.
She was drunk.
Now, listen, as I said, I know you want to do right by Barrack, and I appreciate that. But you must realize it's part of our code that we can't divulge secrets and information about our society.
Barrack's fine. I've already passed his effects on to the next person. They will be
He
able to do
knows.
some.
He knows information about Frank.
Yes, but now we don't need Frank anymore. We've already passed on to Talos, who will see his effects.
Okay.
being sent to
Might
him.
I ask you? You had Barrack along with you, so you must have offered him some form of gold. What is it that you
No.
were doing?
You know what? You won't talk to us. We won't talk to you.
That's fair. I appreciate that.
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat indeed. Well, a very good night to all of you, and I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed festival.
I just wanted to enjoy the festival and all this shit.
I wouldn't mind going to check out
Can-
some of them
can
Titan
I, like-
things.
You're all drenched.
Try and message back to the person.
So you've got no idea who messaged you. You just heard the
That's-
voice.
Does it sound familiar? Like
Female.
female.
Family.
Was
Family.
there any like? Did I know the voice?
Did I know it? No. Did I know it?
But listen to me.
But I know it.
Look, I know I didn't know it, but like,
Did I know
it? Did I know it? Did I know it? Did I know it?
So it's probably getting to around 9:30 now. It's much more raucous now inside the tavern. Many people quite drunk. What are you guys
I
doing?
don't have that many lay on hands left.
Getting drunk again.
All right.
You're not getting another 5 hit points.
I didn't ask for that.
Henry comes up to you.
You were
You
definitely
sobered
asking
up
for it.
very fast there, Ali.
Yeah. That was me.
Yeah.
That's no fun. You can't use magic to do it.
You use magic
Hey,
on me?
there's more money in your pocket if she buys more
Divine
drinks.
magic.
You're right. Thanks, mate. You having another Long Island iced tea there, Ali?
A what?
Yes.
A Benedian Isle iced tea.
This is Henry again.
Yes,
We're in
Hannah.
Shire, not Earth.
Shy Earth.
All right. Is anyone else serving a drink?
Kendra, have a drink with me.
No.
Kendra, don't have
Get
a
her
drink.
a drink.
No, do not.
No, I
She
will
doesn't
not.
want a drink.
No, like a wine. Do it.
Do you want a wine?
No, thank
She doesn't
you.
want a wine.
Do it.
She doesn't. Do you want a wine?
No, thanks.
She doesn't
Henry.
want a wine.
Henry, please.
Ali, no. So anyone else?
Whiskey again.
Whiskey, you all right?
Mm.
Nothing. Boys,
I'll
you
come up
want
to the bar later.
2 more kegs?
I'm still drinking the last one out of my beard. I'm like bringing it out into a glass.
Oh,
Disgusting.
This time, I apologise for my brother.
Your what?
My brother.
Brother or your brother?
Yes.
Ah, oh, well.
I'm Luthor, brother of Brothor.
So,
I wouldn't mind going out and checking out these. What are they called again?
The Trinity.
Yeah.
Trinity statues.
Trinity?
Yeah, them.
Are you talking about the big old guards?
Absolutely.
They're a
Terrifying.
masterwork.
Oh, you haven't
You've seen
them.
one.
I was on one.
You are on one.
Yes.
Can you
On
get us
top
on
of-
one?
They saved us
One.
from the juggernauts.
One. That was
What the fuck are the juggernauts?
that was Jethro.
I know what the juggernauts are.
roll history.
Group of bandits who wear horns on their heads.
No.
So you're not here just for the festival?
11.
I
You've
live
heard,
here.
you've heard rumours of bandits.
I live here.
Savage bandits.
She lives here. I'm here by coincidence, and I ran about a league away
I
from
live
one of these
on-
juggernauts because I thought it was chasing me. Sorry,
live-
the Trinity Guardians.
Would you?
They're so
I live
large,
at the
can't
academy.
you?
I can move very fast. It could move faster.
Would you be willing to come for a walk and show us these juggernauts
Just listen for
from
No.
a distance?
So at this point, Henry comes back with the drinks. Well, the juggernauts. It's opening ceremony. You just head outside or go upstairs
the
to the balcony.
juggernauts with the bandits. You mean the Trinity?
Go upstairs to
Guardians.
the balcony and the
Sorry,
ceremony.
not the juggernauts. The
Ceremony's right outside.
You mean?
And you'll see all three together.
The juggernauts are bandits together, right?
like leave
Sorry.
them. I just like run
Did you say
upstairs
juggernauts
like
or
an
Trinity?
excited.
Sorry, I meant the
Trinity
Trinity.
Trinity,
Yeah.
Look, all you have to do is walk out the streets when you hear the earth shaking with thunderous power. You just think which one's around.
You hear me yelling from the top balcony. Come up here, brother. We'll get to correct you.
I'm not sure you understand.
Balcony's up to here.
I'm not sure you're understanding what I'm.
And there's no
trying
bar,
to
there's
say.
just
I'd
solid.
like to maybe have a conversation outside.
Ah. With who?
Preferably the lot of you.
What about?
Wait, let me just.
Yeah. I've just
You saw you
Con
on
save.
I've downed my
We'll see.
whiskey as well.
You're
You-
fine. You don't need to. You've done it
I've got
before.
I love it.
You're a bit tipsy.
Oh wait, plus my is it Dex? No.
Con.
Con.
Yeah, don't see
Don't
Your con save is adding dex. Yeah.
12.
Yeah, fine. Still tipsy, but yeah. So, you, from the view, you've
So you
sort of found yourself a
don't
box
need
to
to
get above the
do
solid
that.
balcony.
If you want to
But
have
you
that
see
conversation, you
the
should speak
three
to her about that.
coming from the west, the north, and the south. You see them strolling into the middle of the square. Everyone's parted ways in the square.
He's like weeaboo thing.
Everyone else is, it's a marvel to you. So just the metal that they seem to be made out of and how it's grafted together, it's a masterwork.
Because the mythos is that they were made by.
Hamathir himself. It's a perfect night. There's no clouds in the sky, and you can see the two moons are just perfectly balanced. Zel, the white moon over here, and Zaya, the green moon over here, sitting in perfect harmony, and it's a beautiful night. You hear people cheering and giving thanks to Okoram and Josiah in the middle of the square. And as that happens, who's inside, who's outside? Most of the people at this point have left the tavern. They've gone outside.
Yeah,
to
so
watch
we've
the
I'm
probably
sure
already
as
gone
well
outside.
Luther is because I want to have a conversation with him as well.
Okay.
Oh shit, I'm in trouble.
I need to talk.
I'm gonna
Either that or I'm getting lucky. I don't know.
What about your brother? What about your brother?
Oh, he's a.
Fine, go then.
He's wanted. He's been wanting to come check out this celebration for about 5 years. I've got ulterior motives. That's hard to say with this accent. I've got ulterior motives
There you
for
go.
coming here, to be honest. And I think maybe our paths are aligning in some way.
The gods
And
seem to work that way.
What is it that you come here
Are
for?
we outside yet?
Yeah,
So have you gone upstairs or just gone
No,
out
no,
the front
out
door?
front.
Okay.
I don't
Just
know.
by-
I'm just by myself loving life.
Where's the tiefling?
Tiefling. He's still sitting there. He doesn't really care.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to him, but they can do their thing.
Okay, cool. So you guys go outside. You just as everyone sort of yells out a chant, Eldredi Akoram, which is an old language, means praise be to you, Akoram, Eldredi Josiah, and then just doing that as reverence. And as that happens, you can see 3 human figures, or 3 humanoid figures on each of the statues. And then you can see one clearly gallivanting about, just gesturing to the crowd and sort of bowing to everyone.
I know him.
And it's on the golem that you guys hitched a ride with.
I know that
The
guy.
3 you see the 3 golems now.
There's
So
Jeffrel.
one is clad in sort of old Romanesque looking armor with a chain skirt
What's the
and
word for it
big
again?
sandals and a Spartan helmet. You see the one next to him is a female figure in Spartan armor and a massive Legionnaires helmet, and she's holding a massive spear. And the one on the other side is the ones that you saw previously. He's decked in a robe with a big beard and also mop of hair. And as you see it, he sort of flourishes and this whip comes out and it's a lightning. And as that happens and they continue to chant, they stow their weapons onto the golem and they reach their hands out into the sky, and you see out of their fingers just magical sparks of energy shoot to the sky as a fireworks display starts above Feldenbrook. And then you just hear a voice come over in the middle of the square. Ladies, gentlemen, the festival begins. This is Akoram and Josiah's blessing upon all of you. Be merry this day and live in the life that you've been given. And you just hear the crowd roar.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and just like join in the crowd as well with a louder voice.
You're just like, there's people next to you just like, yeah, they go, jeez.
You guys see me out the front, like, hear that voice and just roll my eyes and
I love you!
Senpai.
Your brother seems to be a big fan.
He's something, my brother. No, and I look towards you. Forgive me for before.
It's fine.
You mentioned... Are we fairly not around people?
Oh, you're
here?
in the middle of people outside.
Yeah, no one's taking notice of us.
You're in
right?
a crowd. Oh, I mean, you know, there's different adventurers and stuff. People are glancing towards you two, and also towards Sheth and Kendra. Alavera, she's an adept, so she's seen around the city, so not as much. And Lance is just
So I just
No.
look
an elf.
I'm
He's
inside.
gone.
He's
to
not
the
there. That's
tiefling.
why they don't see him.
Because he's a rogue.
You
A
mentioned
rouge.
you mentioned that you're at least in some way affiliated or know about the curator.
It might be smart not to talk about
Don't
this in
think-
front of everybody,
Yes. We've been through a lot. I don't think we should talk about it in front of him.
especially since we, as a group, have come across his name a bit more frequently.
Then perhaps after the celebration dies down, maybe tomorrow we should catch up and have some words.
Where are you guys staying?
You'd be staying at the Red Juggler.
Probably here. We haven't actually made room for the night. Hopefully there's something left.
Henry's looked after us. We assume that it's not just for that night.
Well, you don't know.
Okay.
Either way, we've made do, me and my brother.
Alright. So,
I was asking you before why you came to this city.
Like I said, my brother, he wanted to see...
Yes, but you said you
I
had
love
other
you, giants!
You said you had other intentions.
I assume it's got something to do with the curator, which we
We are
don't
not
think
allowed
it's
to
good to
talk
talk
about
about in
it.
front of everyone.
What, the
Honestly,
curator?
I just tattooed I love Trinity Guardians.
Yes, I put my hand on her again. Yes, exactly. And I think your friends are laying hands again, so she's completely sober. Perhaps
So
we should talk about this
Totally Toba.
in a bit more of a
Private setting.
private setting.
So as this opening festival has died down, people have started retreating to their rooms for the night or the campsites outside of the gates or their houses. And as you head back into the tavern, if you head back into the tavern, you notice it's a lot quieter now, as people still got a lot to do during the day.
At what point do I ever get to talk to the tiefling?
Now, because I've got to try and split party this best I can. So,
I said this so long ago before
Yeah,
that as
I know.
well.
it's fine. So, as this is happening, you're sitting there with Jay.
Everyone's coming back in.
No. This is
Oh,
while
right.
I'm
As
still
normal.
outside. So
Right.
you can hear the festivities
Yeah.
going on outside with the voices.
And
yeah,
A little dwarf.
he's upstairs.
That's Ewok noises. It's so it's Ewok noises.
The noise R2D2 makes when he gets
Scream!
Is he with the dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay, I approach the tiefling. What's he doing?
He's just sitting there drinking. He looks up at you as he's drinking, and then he just doesn't pay you any attention and keeps drinking.
I pull out 2 vials of black viscous liquid. And I put them in front of him. This is hag blood.
It is.
Wait. Why does he have the hag blood?
He has a vial for himself. You kept a vial.
Oh, okay, right.
No, how many vials did I take?
You took
3. He took 3.
You took 3, and I think Alabera was able to get about 2 or 3 as well.
And you gave one to Raya, didn't you?
Yes.
No, she
Right.
told me to give it. She told me to take it here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see.
I spoke to one of your kind, Rhea.
Doesn't ring a bell. I've never heard that name, and that's an honest thing. That's not that.
What was the last name again? Like they had an order.
She was a
system.
famous order. They were
Yeah.
a famous order. I
The
can't.
Duvoir.
The
Rhea
Duvoir.
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 Yeah.
Does that name mean anything to you?
Duvoir. They're a group of sisters, I believe. They live on the edge of the Akorum Forest.
I met one of them.
Ah, well, that's a bit of
She
an honour,
told me-
really.
I'm not sure. I'm not acquainted with your kind. But she told me to bring this to someone here. I cannot remember who it was. Barak was meant to show him to me. But this is hag blood. Was it just... I have this incomplete knowledge on how to craft a poison known as a bane toxin. From what I understood from her is that I could perhaps work with you, not work with you, but perhaps trade.
So, you were hunting a hag then, yes?
Yes.
I remember I tussled with a sea hag by myself, and that almost cost me my life. They're not an easy thing to end, so well done to you. It's a pity that you don't have its head, because I know of a potential buyer who would be very interested in buying something like that.
Is it the curator?
Oh, no, it's not the curator. It's
No.
a high regal lord on the northern sides in his chateau.
No, I would have kept the head, but Alavera was by the book very needed to have it done. Needed
That's a
the
shame.
book, yeah.
How
I would have
nice.
liked to keep it safe, but I did get its blood, and I'm interested in the bane toxin. It is rare to come by,
It is rare to come
rare
by.
to make, hard to make. There are not many skilled poison makers. I understand from what Barak said that every griever has a basic application of alchemy, but it requires both alchemy and highly expert poison knowledge to craft something like this.
Why should I do this for you?
Because there are 2 vials.
So you would give me a vial of hag's blood.
You'll get 1 vial and I shall have the other.
Roll persuasion, with advantage.
Oh,
Oh, that's my
oh.
Oh, no,
I have got a 10. Inspiration. Using it.
Okay.
Oh,
It's better. 13.
13? Cool. That makes it. Alright. Very well. I suppose that this person technically isn't in the Griever network, so I can get away with it.
Who isn't?
He is a poison maker, but he also dabbles in the arcane, but also in eldritch knowledge. And a mixture of all those things can create quite a potent poison maker. He does a lot of work for the Griever order, so I will take you to him, as he is not actually a Griever himself. But since he has helped our order so much, we have bestowed upon him, in a sense, an honorary title as a Griever. So I suppose I'm not treading on toes there if I take you to him. Do we have a deal?
Oh, yes, we have a deal. And I will be upfront. I have no interest in learning more about your Griever order. I have no interest in asking you questions. Any interactions I'll have with your order will be strictly business like this. Mutual benefit.
Very well. Well, it's a deal. I have matters to attend to tomorrow, but the following day I've got off, really, so I could meet you in the morning then and we can deal with it.
Let it be so.
Very well. We have a deal. He puts his hand out.
I shake it. I give him one of the vials in good faith.
All right. I will see you here in the morning in 2 days. Pleasure talking. Lance, was it? That's what your friends called you?
Yes.
Very well. Okay. And with that, he goes back to his drink. Can I get you a drink, or are you?
I have different tastes.
And at this point, people start to trail back into the bar, but nowhere near the number that was before.
Yeah. Including us. Yeah.
Yeah. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna go up and find my brother.
I was about to say, what is the Trinity doing? Did they go off?
They've gone off back into their directions.
Or just kind of run back into the town like, where's my brother? Where's my brother?
You run down?
Yeah. There, and I go up, I'm like, did you see them? Did you see them, brother? They're amazing. They're huge. Freaking huge.
I know them.
You know them?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cool.
She's familiar.
It's amazing how when he gets excited, his accent seems to get better. They were quite big, but
Would
they
you
were
like to
quite
meet one
big.
of them?
Yes, I love that very much.
I raise an eyebrow.
I cannot befriend your friend or your brother.
No. As in, I raise an eyebrow. Like, what do you mean, meet one of them?
There's people that stand on the top that control the big things.
Very
The
powerful.
Trinity.
Very powerful sorcerers.
They actually control them.
Yes.
And you know that was who you said you knew.
Yes.
I'd be very interested to meet these.
One
Well,
of them protected
if-
us and helped us.
If you would like, you
shit,
can meet with us tomorrow in the morning, and I'm going to the academy, and we might see Jeffrey there.
The academy.
Yes. This city is known for its academy.
No, I know the academy. I'm saying you're going to the academy. Are
Yeah.
you an adept?
Soon to be one, I guess.
You're already an adept. You're soon to be an arcanist.
Oh,
Hopefully.
right. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm an adept.
Assume she wasn't an arcanist.
Yeah.
Not the way she was acting. That's-
The debacle.
I'll be honest. I'm sorry. I don't think I've actually got your name.
Yes. Aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Like the plant, but not.
Right. I seem to have misjudged you.
What was your judgment before?
The drunk.
I think it's best I just say that I'm sorry I misjudged you,
Right.
and I'm pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. What was your name again?
Luther.
Luther. And your brother is
Brother.
brother.
I mean,
Brother.
personally, I don't think.
Literally.
I don't think he needs to.
I can't even do that. I don't think I can do
What was
it.
that?
I can't do it.
I gather by this time it's really late.
Sounds like a shit.
Yeah, getting probably pushing 11.
When can we go see the Trinity?
Will you meet one of them?
When can I go see it?
Uh,
Wait,
When
sorry.
can I go meet a Trinity?
One of the
Yeah,
Trinity.
probably in the morning.
In the morning?
Maybe
It's a
meet
deal.
down here for breakfast.
Ooh, that sounds
Have you
perfect.
organised a room?
Not really was on the top of our priority.
Seren.
Huh?
So you're speaking with the tiefling. Remember, part of what Barak wanted us to do was to find out, seek out Frame to give him Barak's Griever symbol, and that might give us some stead with the Grievers here.
No, sorry. In my haste, I was very unimpressed with that shit of a dwarf, and
Well, yes.
decided that his Griever sigil was best sent on to his son.
Okay, that's fair. Hopefully,
At least he'll have something of his father's.
all right.
Alright, so you continue on for a bit in the night. Henry walks over. Any more drinks? I'm about to close up, I think.
Well,
Got
I
a big
think-
day tomorrow.
These two need a room.
I think we
Well,
might. Maybe we all do.
No, we have rooms.
Well, no, I've still got your room ready.
Oh.
So it's there. You boys and you girls.
Thank you.
I think we might have had one cancellation actually, or someone no-show. So if you boys want to take him, I'd be honoured to have some Forge Lord wannabes in here.
It would be much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Very
Thank
well.
you for your patronage. Gotta stop saying words with R's in them.
Although I would say that he seems to be more of a Forge Lord gonna be.
Right.
Not a
Unfortunately,
wannabe.
gentlemen, we've only got, it's our more expensive room, so that one's 8 silver pieces a night.
Well, I haven't actually rolled for gold yet, so I don't know how much I have. But I think I got that.
So for you guys, it's 5 silver pieces a night, and then for you guys, it'll be 8.
I thought we all.
As you guys retire for the night,
What a stitch up.
Is that 5 silver pieces per room?
yeah, per room, per night.
So it'll be split.
A gold.
then.
A gold.
Oh, a gold piece
Already split
No, so 5 silver pieces.
each.
for both. So a gold
So
for
the gold,
both
so
rooms.
2 silver, 2.5 silver. So yeah.
So we gotta get rid of.
So
Get rid
unfortunately
of
for
5
you, though,
silver.
chef,
2 silver
taking
and
your
5.
long rest now won't get rid of an exhaustion point because you've taken a long rest too
soon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
In that case, I'll probably stay up a little bit and
I
not
chef.
overnight.
I wouldn't stay up too long because then the next day
you sleep through the day essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
sleep through the day.
I'll just stay up a little bit. I won't stay up all night.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you would have to fall asleep at
2 in the morning.
Come on, D&D Beyond. Let's
4,
go.
5ish.
In the morning.
Yeah.
That's going to be too late. But
Yeah,
I'll just sleep and just deal with the.
What do you got? You got half movement and
I've got 2
disability.
levels.
Disability on checks. Disadvantage. Well, anyway, you guys go upstairs to your rooms and retire for the night. And with that, we're going to take a small break.
Okay.
I think. All right. Well, anyway, guys, see you soon. To B&B.
Yeah, B&B.
B&B. That's right.
Booze and babes.
Bed and breakfast.
Bungeons and Brags.
What?
Barrack and Booze.
We're doing it live.
Barracks booze.
Plus, at that point, I'm like, no, and then he just comes out.
And
with
then
like,
Matt's just like,
Like a Nico. And right at Natty1 DM.
question. Fuck.
I want to band out the tramp stamp of Natty1.
As a total monk with a drinking problem,
I'll only ever shoot lightning at my ass for the rest of the campaign.
does it like explode?
Serious moment. Oh yeah, well.
This is just us basically talking shit around the couches.
bogans and banter. Where's some bogans? We're gonna
Oh
ban.
my god, Gavin.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hi guys.
To the finest banter in the land.
We didn't stop the record. We left. Or we don't need to cut it again. I stand corrected.
All right. Well, welcome back, everyone.
It's really loud.
Anyway, look at us. We are the captain now.
You thought you were running the game? Wrong.
I trust you all went and got your snackies
After
and your
your long rest,
drinkies.
you don't wake up, you're all dead.
So I believe we should get back into it. Morning.
Just look at him for permission. Like,
Yeah.
Should we get back
Should
into
we get
it?
back into it?
It's my house.
So,
Yes.
morning comes. It's about maybe 7 or 8 a.m. for most of you when you wake up. Others of you who don't need as much sleep might do other things.
Close her mouth while she's all here. Like a bloody horse.
All right. Are there anything?
If you're trying to all here is just crunching next to my ear.
Are there any things that the elves want to do in the middle of the night before we get to the morning?
ASMR apparently.
No,
not
ASMR.
Morning, AS2O.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, the morning comes as you all stir into consciousness. Your legs are still a little sore, Chef Fafar, so
So I've still got both.
two levels of exhaustion.
I would have liked to have
Shut
tried
up.
to get up a little bit before other people and try and see if Henry's around down in the bar.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, you'd wake up probably about if you went to bed at 12, 8ish, oh 6ish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be doing anything.
Do you go
stressful.
downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, chef.
Hey, Sarah.
What are you doing up?
Oh, I've had enough. I've had enough rest. I don't plan on doing anything strenuous for now.
You're still a little limp.
Yeah,
Are you okay?
I definitely got taken down hard during
You definitely got God.
that. Got, yeah, for sure.
Oh, they were hailing you down with javelins.
Yeah, it was
Not pleasant.
no. But thanks to my friends and
A big, screwy, humongous, scary Trinity Guardian.
I didn't get to see what he did, but
Oh, that's right. You
I was out.
Yep.
But from the description, it was pretty crazy. And he was massive.
I was close to swallowing myself. Because
Yeah.
I didn't know, but maybe you. I don't believe when did I? Those two knew what were going on. They jumped on this huge colossus of death, and I was running away because I thought it was after me.
Oh,
Yep.
I can understand from that perspective.
And I also had a damn child on my back as well.
Yes, well, I think it was probably necessary that you took her after.
Yeah,
Oh, where is that child?
Otherwise, it
She was
would have
taken by
She
Jeffro.
was taken by Jeffro to
It
the
would
high
have been very
priest.
good. Otherwise, it would have been, instead of the javelin going into your back, it would have torn
What
to a
time
small,
is it?
sleeping
Yes.
child.
That was
6-ish, 7-ish.
Much better.
precisely my thinking.
In the morning.
Yeah. So Chef's gone down sort of as soon as he's woken up after about 6-7 hours of sleep. What have you done, Ali? Are you still in your room doing whatever, or are you downstairs as well?
Wait, what's the time? 6?
In the morning.
Oh, I would have woken up an hour now.
That's what I was saying. So with the
Oh,
odds
I
doing
will go downstairs.
Okay, so you might even be probably oblivious to this conversation, maybe reading through
My notes just to make
notes,
double,
making sure it's all
triple,
good when you go and
triple
confront the old.
chicken.
Yep. Henry comes from the back finally as he starts to open up shop. Oh, Miss Ali, this came for you, and he holds out a letter to you.
Who delivered this?
Dunno, just found it under the door. There's a big box to the side there in the alley. I've kept it there. This is where I found it.
Your letter to Hogwarts.
I look at it.
already
Is there
a
any
wizard.
social markings on it or anything?
There's nothing. It's just a plain piece of paper, and on it says, "Friends deserve to be honoured right."
XOXO Bruce.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
I go out into the alley and I...
Okay. So, parked in the alleyway, you see this big wagon, and on top of it, you see this big, long, black strongbox.
Okay.
Is it you?
I go up to it. Have a look at
The
it.
whole thing eats you.
So it's just a lid on top of this big
The whole
black
thing.
No sign, like,
It's nothing.
is it got a lock on it?
You can inspect it if you want to.
Yeah.
Not that you can see.
Okay, well, I try and open it.
Cool.
But open.
It takes a bit of strength. That you're able to open
She
it.
doesn't have it.
She has enough to open it.
What's the strength again?
Negative.
Oh, holy crap.
And inside of it, you see the corpse of Marcus.
Who the fuck did that?
And you see another note on his chest. He's laid in a position like this, and he looks peaceful.
I read the note.
Didn't we burn the body?
No.
No.
We
Right.
just
Right.
put the stuff on top.
Our sisters found him and were able to keep his body from rotting for 10 days. Do what you will with him. This is once again another gesture of our generosity. We shall talk soon.
Damn it. So scarred.
I put the lid back on, and then I walk in, and I go to Chef. The sisters found something. Do you want to come have a look?
You mean the Illidan?
Yes.
Those wily bastards.
Do you
The sisterhood that has a man.
Do you wanna come have a look what they delivered?
Literally, they had a man with them. They're like, we're the
I
sisterhood. No, that's a dude.
take Chef and I
So, do you want to come as well?
Huh?
Do you want to come outside?
What for?
Oh,
the
there
sisters
is
left gift for us.
Many
I like
of
how you said that.
I don't know how else to explain it without sounding weird.
People to and from getting ready for the day.
You already sound weird.
Anyway, just come with me out to the alley.
Okay.
I asked Chef to open the.
Sure enough, as you round the corner, you see this big wagon with the black strong lockbox or iron box.
I tell him to
I'm going
open
to
it.
assume that it's a coffin
It's
because.
not a coffin, it just looks like what you might keep a lot of weapons in.
Okay.
I tell him to open
Living
it.
human weapon.
Marcus has a weapon.
Sorry.
Just saying living weapon.
I tell him to open it.
You see Marcus's peaceful body within it.
Oh.
But he's been like dead for 2 days now,
Mm.
and you realise he hasn't rotted much.
The sisters kept him from rotting for 10 days.
How do you know it was the sisters?
The letter. And I show him the letter.
It's a very kind gesture. It didn't bode well with me leaving him there. It was leaving me with a great burden.
Maybe we should try and find those 2 monks from last night.
I feel like
I spoke to them. They don't have.
not every
They
monk-
know of them,
yeah.
but they don't know the.
So
know
Marcus
the order.
constantly talked about the Veiled Temple,
Yeah.
the Felden Peak.
Would
Not every monk knows every monk, just
would-
like not every elf knows every elf.
would the academy
Racist
know
probably, classes.
like about Marcus's like
Him?
They might have archives.
what would you say?
Remember, because of your background, you know where to look for information in archives and stuff.
What would you say to bringing him to the academy? They might be able to help.
At the very least, it's probably the most safe place in the city to have someone that you care about for the time being.
Unfortunately, I can't drag that to the academy, so you're gonna have to help.
At this point, because we're looking for him, we'll walk out.
Yeah.
I'll walk out anyway. Deal with him.
Can we go see one of the Trinity dinner?
Yes,
Please.
but
Yes.
Very early
can
in the
you
morning.
go knock on Kindra's door, please, to
Bring
come
me down.
hither?
Lethal's like, I'll do it.
Okay.
I walk up.
Not you.
No, I walk up and I see the body. And
Which one is her door?
No.
No,
You would have shut
when,
the door.
When they came up, I would
Yeah.
have closed it.
No.
Which is her door?
What was it?
71.
Sorry.
It's on the 3rd floor.
You
Kindra!
hear the knock.
Kindra!
like freaking
Alright, Sheldor.
yeah, Sheldon. Kendra.
I'm coming.
Elevator wants you. She's out front.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute.
Alright, run back down. As fast as my little dwarf legs will go.
25 feet.
Exactly.
I head down and I see everyone standing
Did
outside.
somebody leave you guys a present or something?
Of
What's
sorts.
this?
Oh,
Of sorts.
It's a person issue that I guess Alvara's going to see to.
I grab the letter from Chef's hand and I just start reading it.
Okay.
And I'm,
It says the birds are mage eaters. No.
So you just you read the big one. Our sisters found him and were able to keep his body from rotting from 10 days. Do what you will with him. This is once again another gesture of our generosity.
I whisper to
We
you
shall
saying,
talk soon.
Dancing ravens.
It's Marcus.
it's Marcus, isn't it?
Do I notice her face at all? Like.
Roll insight.
Yeah.
Also, I want you to roll stealth, darling, because you're whispering.
22.
Jeez, have you rolled anything under 15 tonight?
Ask man.
Yeah.
Nothing below 17.
16, although I was looking at Kendra's face.
16?
22.
I was looking at Kendra's face to see what, like. when
Yeah,
she whispered
you
to
would
me.
probably notice a sort of drop in her expression.
I don't say anything in relation. Well, it seems like we need to have a conversation, but I'm sure me and my brother could accompany you as you're going.
Not to be rude, but what exactly will we have a conversation about?
Well, it
Like
seems-
you want to have a conversation
Yes,
about the
yes.
sea.
It seems like you guys might be looking, might have at least some business with the curator,
The curator.
as do my brother and myself.
Why does your brother and you want anything to do with the curator?
It's a long story that has a lot to do with family. And
Your family's dealt with the curator before?
more like the curators, more like he has dealt with our family.
Sounds like him, but nevertheless,
If
let's
there's
not even talk about this in There's maybe nobody around that we can see, but it's worth.
All I'm saying is we're willing to, if you'll have us, at least I am. I speak for my brother anyway, a lot of the time.
He mostly squeals, doesn't he?
When he sees that.
I just kind of like blush a little.
He
like,
wants to, and he wants to see these
Big toys.
big toys.
Well,
So if
we
we'd
need
be
to cart
helpful,
this cart to the academy.
well, that's not a problem. We can push this.
Right.
With
Right,
the assistance
easily.
of all of us, I'm sure it's.
In fact, does it look like it could use a horse? Like could be pulled by a horse?
Oh yeah.
Then I'd cast Find Steed.
Takes you 10 minutes.
That's right. Give me 10 minutes. I'll have this cart ready to go.
Oh.
You know what all of this means, right? It wasn't just a goodwill gesture.
It's... Be careful what you
Talk
say.
about it.
Oh, what?
Look, it's none of our business. If I can help in any way, I can actually summon a horse that would be able to pull this along. But you're going to have to
That
bring
would
about 10 minutes.
That would be great. Thank you. It takes how long does it take to get to the academy again? Like 20.
From here?
Yeah.
So
$50.
you've got the portal, but since
Yeah.
you've got a wagon, it's probably going to take you a bit longer.
Okay.
So you have to actually traverse up the path.
Yeah. It takes like what, like an hour or
Probably
something.
an hour.
Yeah.
You've seen me
We've got
do
time
this
to wait.
before. I start praying. I start speaking these words.
While he's doing that, is it too early? Suspecting it's probably too early to.
Never too early for bacon and eggies, mate.
Well, that. About seeing Danatha before we go to the academy, since we're already in the city.
You
about
mean
6:30,
You mean
it's probably-
Danaher?
Danatha,
Is it Danather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit
Who's
early.
that again?
It's the pretty boy that you liked.
the one
Golden
that,
Guard captain.
the one that's going to finalize
The one that
our
you
contract.
liked.
The one that's going to finalize our contract.
I mean, you never know. You
Freaking
could
Stacy all
be
over
lucky.
again.
Because we might be able to do that on the way.
It's quite early. I don't think he'd be awake at this time.
Is it on the way to the
It is, isn't
on the way to the academy? Is the tower on the way to the academy?
it? I think so. It's on the left hand.
The tower's on the eastern gate. Down there, the academy's at the northern gate.
Where's the red juggler in comparison?
Right in the middle square. The grand square.
So it's the opposite direction to the academy.
So after this, you hear this. It's a strange sound.
You can find
And
it.
you are quite used to a versten.
Warhorse
Right.
is much more strong.
So you're quite used. You've been talking about your steed, but you summon your native creatures that are quite powerful, and you see a versten. It's sort of a mixture between a ram and a mountain lion, and it's got the power of about 2 horses.
Never mind. I'll summon one of those instead of a
It's
warhorse.
fine steed, but better.
Would
Am I
he
able to climb on its back and just like sit on it?
Sure, you can roll animal handling. Oh no, you don't need
No,
it.
you
It's
don't.
a super smart. It's a super smart thing.
I'll just jump on it, like, because I'm used to him doing this. I'm like, yay, get to see this thing.
would we have ever
It's
seen
not
something
intelligence 6 gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak.
Yeah.
So
Before he finishes all that,
it can understand.
can I
all that shit.
take Luthor aside before you finish your ritual? Just do whatever you're doing.
I need to keep kind of doing
No,
it.
can I take... No, sorry. Brothor aside.
Oh yeah, you can.
Can you follow me to my room, please?
I guess so.
Whoa.
Is this what?
That's automatically
Is this what
what I
the
thought.
mom told me about the big city?
He has
That's
candy.
shoulders.
Each to their own.
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah, I'll follow.
No, I don't have candy. But I may have something you may be interested in.
Alright. I'll follow you. I'm like, what is going on? I just want to see.
Have you had another drink?
No.
Can
You're just,
Elvira
you're
come
just
too?
childish.
Wait, why?
I'm scared.
I guess
Wait,
I'll come
so
with
you're,
you.
you're scared and you want her.
Yes.
Out of all people, her.
She knows the guy that controls one of the Trinity. She must be good.
Defeat.
I prefer if it was just you.
You'll be right.
Sarion's trustworthy.
Yeah, I'll just come up by myself. I was rolling for my bravery.
You hear as I'm like chanting and stuff as you guys are trying to discuss this.
New portent rolls as well.
Oh yeah.
20.
You'll be right, brother, but
A natural 1.
Ooh.
My first
that's
one.
a good one.
Two ones.
natural.
Oh, you are fucked if you go into combat with us.
No!
You hear,
Or try to deceive us or anything.
yeah, in the middle of me chanting and hearing this
Wow.
like bickering and stuff, I just for a
Holy
moment
cow.
hold on to my concentration, my chant. You just hear me say, "Go with him, Broto." But Lance,
Huh?
you hurt my brother. I'll smite your face clean off your face.
I'll
That doesn't
brother.
make
Oh wait, what's your name?
sense.
I stand by what I said.
I'll message you
start
in 5
chanting again.
minutes if
I
you're
look back
okay.
and say, unfortunately, Master Dwarf, I don't think that you'd ever be able to catch me. Let's go, Brethel. Silly.
Yeah,
Not
I'll follow you
wrong.
up.
He's not wrong. I probably couldn't.
Oh, if you're on a horse, you could.
No.
I'm not on a horse.
No.
Am I?
I can outrun a horse.
Can you outrun this thing? Whatever I'm summoning.
The ram lion.
Same as a horse, basically.
I can.
Shit. Can you outrun a moonbeam
Yes.
or a flaming sphere?
Yes.
Easily.
Oh.
Flaming spheres move pretty slow.
But 30 feet around.
Yeah.
I can also hit it back.
Oh wait, I can just grab you. I'll grab you with the chains. That's fine.
So,
We're not fighting each other.
you follow Lance upstairs.
Yeah.
And I take the I have the cloth all like spun up in a bundle, leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
And I take it and place it on the ground, and I carefully unfurl it, and I reveal the double-bladed scimitar.
Okay.
This. Can I like roll to see like what I can discern about the blade just from like a glance? I have no idea what
Roll
that is.
history.
That rolled around a
Oh,
lot.
this is where you can use a tool proficiency to give an advantage on
Slightly.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
There's nothing natural about that.
Xanathar rules.
I can't believe I rolled 2 ones.
Did you have a
on my
dicing
quarter.
plant? Is that why it was an unnatural 20?
So,
That's
you know that
ridiculous.
this is a Gardenia blade. So, Gardenia are basically ancient keepers of the Elder Forests back in the day, before documented time. Elven smithing is comparatively pretty much better, which sort of pains you to say that as a dwarven smith. Once again, it bears into question that it's not uncommon that elves don't align themselves with the Favinist pantheon. So you sort of figure this doesn't make sense because Hammerfear himself would create masterpieces like this. It is an extremely rare artifact. Very few in circulation.
Can I tell? Like, does the handle because?
So the haft of it,
Yeah, I
you
know.
can tell that it's very crude and it's not complete.
Oh, okay. This blade. Oh, I can't even get my accent.
Get excited over the blade.
Excited.
Wow, this blade.
This blade.
Yes, what can you tell me about it?
It's definitely not from my kind of forge. This is old. It's not quite complete, but it's beautiful.
Not more than a week ago, it was in 2 parts.
I kind of like inspect it even closer, like just like dumbfounded by like how this is possible. Because can I tell that it's not like forged?
Yeah, it's naturally
it's-
been
yeah.
made by the forces of nature. You can see the way that the roots have entwined into it, but have hardened in a strange way that you're not used to with wood.
I'm just like, honestly, I'm just in shock. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, this is an outstanding blade. I can't tell you anything really about it. It's beyond my really comprehension.
I had the two blades on the end. I wielded them as 2 plain scimitars when I found them in an ancient ruin. And I will not go into it, but yeah, I have them, and they did that. And I have next no idea what they are, save that word you just said, is that it's one of their blades. And I thought that maybe a Forge Lord in training may have more information on them, and you did have more than I did.
Sorry, I can't have to offer much more than that.
The blade itself looks like it was made in a forge. It's elegant
May I?
design.
Like,
Yes,
just-
go.
And like
Of course.
pick it up and kind of look more closely at the blade. See if, can I tell? So the blade itself also looks like it's from old. Like, how does it look like the blade's been forged? or
As you
whatever?
touch it and you wave your hand over it, you see small sigils in a light quickly flash before you, but then fade with magic energy.
Oh, intriguing.
What did you see something?
There was symbols. I couldn't quite recognize the.
What did they look like?
Can I try to describe the brief period that
So
I saw?
there were symbols, a language you can attempt to try and draw them again if you want to.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Roll a dexterity check. So your ability of your hand drawing.
15.
15. He makes a pretty accurate rendition of the symbols, and you see it as silver.
What does it say?
The card of him.
The card of him. Does that mean anything to you?
Card of him are an ancient sect of smiths, of elven artisan smiths.
They're an ancient sect of elven smiths. I can't believe I'm witnessing one of their works before my eyes.
To you, you come from a long line of notable forge lords, but this is huge.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to, I guess, like start sketching it in like a notepad or something to try and like take notes and like I guess see like the design of it and also like start writing theories on like how could they have crafted this kind of thing, trying to figure out how to like better advance my forge techniques, I guess.
Cool. Awesome.
The thing I'm concerned with is the branch the half-tail was made of is straight, but it is gnarly, and I feel like the half itself could be improved upon. It feels like it's not complete. Like it still needs to be crafted, or like it still needs to be shaped. It seems wild and untempered. The wood itself, not the blades.
There's definitely something missing here. But I'm sorry, I can't help you more than that.
Have you ever seen one like it before?
Probably not, eh?
Not like this.
Never.
Both of you hear at the door.
My door.
Yeah.
Who is it?
No response.
I kind of like pass the blade over to him. Like.
I look under the door, just like
You don't see anyone there.
I'm gonna try and like look out for a presence. It's like invisible,
Okay.
stalking. Hang
Where,
out.
in the room or?
Anyway, like outside the door.
So you've opened up your door?
No, I'm like listening,
Okay.
trying to hear out.
You just hear small leading down the corridor.
I'll open the door and look out.
You see a small child disappear around the corner.
I'm kind of like hiding behind him. If I peeked out, would I have like...
Is there anything
Like,
dropped at the
You
door?
don't see anything.
He's like Scooby-Doo style. One
Is there
hand,
anything- is there
another
anything
hand.
It's a ghost again.
Is there anything at the door?
Nothing at the door.
I'll go around the corner and chase the child down.
Okay. As you round the corner, you can see leading down the stairs.
I'll chase after the child.
I'm just like...
Where
I
did
guess
you
I'll follow him.
As you get down,
I'll message.
as you get downstairs, you see the child standing there watching you with its dead eyes, and it's standing next to a big map of the Republic of Drenathor mounted on the wall, and it points towards the base of the Felden Peaks.
What?
Then as that happens, you just see blood fall down its body, and he just
Like
melts away.
Like Alma style.
Yeah.
Oh, fear.
Base of the Felden Peaks.
Yeah.
Which is where Marcus is from.
So, have you finished the summoning yet?
Yeah. As this intense moment happens, you just hear this come from
I
outside.
walk inside, push the door open.
I message Brothel.
Brothel.
I go, is everything okay?
Can I like say that? I'm like, yep.
You can reply to this message.
No, you hear, yeah, I guess you hear that back.
Open the door.
What's happening with Lance?
He ran down the stairs. I guess he's excited to see the Guardians again too.
No, he is definitely not excited for that. Okay, maybe come back to your brother now.
Just take one.
Lance, the steed's ready.
Oh.
You okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Where's my brother?
You see me like way back from
There.
behind.
Trolling down.
You probably are a bit quicker than him.
Just see me.
He wasn't moving quickly.
You ready to go, Broto?
Well,
Can this animal pull the cart with all of us on, or is it too much for that?
I don't know the animal.
It's basically just a skinned horse.
A skinned horse.
As when I say
Ew.
skinned
Ew.
horse, a reflavoured
Is it
horse.
like warhorse style?
A reskinned.
Like strong as a
What does
warhorse?
that mean?
Yeah.
So if I sat on it and Kendra sat on it,
Fine
it'll be
steed
fine.
do a warhorse.
On the
Yeah.
cart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Horse,
okay,
you
that's
do
a
a
warhorse.
mastiff.
Yeah, it's a warhorse then.
I don't even know
It's
what a
fine.
mastiff is, but you can do a mastiff.
So
Is a mastiff big?
medium.
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 You can't actually. A gnome can ride it.
Yeah.
Or a halfling.
Or me.
Alright, so it's
No.
I'm tiny.
Alright.
No.
You're not a halfling.
No,
So
but
would
you're
it be
a small
able to
creature.
pull us on the cart? Probably not.
Probably not all
Not
of you.
everyone.
Probably,
It can pull us on a cart, not all of us.
Probably just me and Kendra, probably.
You're alright, you look a bit. You're sweating, you just got up.
still
Rough
recovering from something, but there's
Hey, we had a rough chase
yeah.
the other night.
Keeping you up.
Oh, just still recovering.
I
In
understand.
a
I
few.
think perhaps Sheth should travel on the cart.
Yeah, that's
sure.
fun.
Jump on.
Okay.
Broto, you can ride up front.
And yeah, I think maybe. I
He
think,
likes riding things.
I think.
Animals and stuff.
I think. Yeah, we'll just give it to you because you look like you enjoy riding.
Alright, I'll try.
Is everyone a child here?
I'll try and keep up. I'm not.
About
Our little legs don't go too fast.
7:30. Are any of you having food or drinkies?
I would have had my
course.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Brekkie?
Yeah.
I hear Henry does some good bacon and eggies.
That
You-
is one of his notable things.
You see a nostalgic sort of
Tear.
yeah.
One long tear.
Just sort of just the thought of essentially a barrack
Yeah.
and Marcus as well, because they literally went at the same time. So yeah.
Alright, well, nothing of note happens. Henry cooks you up your bacon and eggies, gives you guys a nice hearty glass of milk. And, well, I suppose I'll see you guys later then.
Yep.
Yeah, alright, well, look after yourselves.
After everyone leaves, I've had a note in my pocket from the night before, just waiting to give to him.
Okay.
After everyone leaves, I'll hand it to him. It just says, I really need to talk.
He opens it right in front of you. What do you want to talk about?
If no one else is there,
It's quiet. There's a few people upstairs eating,
Okay.
a few people around the bar. Not really
It's-
paying attention.
it's to do with the darkened.
He looks at you and cocks his head. Darkened? What are you talking about?
When we spoke over a week ago, you came to my room.
What? No, I didn't. You sure it was me? Maybe it was a dream. You dreamed of me, Chef? That's cute and all, but I never came to your room. I'd never come into a guest room in the middle of the night. Unless she invited me, if you know what I'm saying.
You told me.
Doesn't he run this place with them?
You told me it was you. before I opened the door.
All right. Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't do it.
Waiting for a mate.
I didn't. I never came into your room, mate. I've been speaking with you down here, having a good time, but nothing else.
Okay. Confused. I just go keep up with.
Roll an insight check.
It's very weird.
That's pretty good. 21.
21. So while he's talking to you, looking for, really confused at everything that you're saying, for a split second, you swear you see this small sheen flicker through his eyes of this purple, and as that happens, just a small twitch of a smile happens there, but then he goes back to this confused state in a split second instantly. Most people would miss it, but you caught it.
Well. No one else has seen that, so.
We're all outside.
Well, while we were eating and stuff, I wanted to pull my brother aside to maybe just sit with ourselves just to chat.
Yep.
Let them do their thing, because they obviously have stuff to do. But I'll let you finish. If you guys finished first. But.
I think they're done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'll
Bacon and
let him
eggs are so
contact me when he's
greasy.
ready. I'll let him contact me when he's
I
ready.
think it's more like an it now, whatever that thing is.
No.
So you'd see me sit down and have that serious look on my face. Of a serious talk.
What did I do? Sit down.
Look, brother, I want you to be careful. I know you're excited. You've wanted to see these things for a long time, and you're about to get a chance to possibly see them up close, but you know me, I don't trust people easily. I certainly don't trust a ragtag bunch of people who, for what it looks like, haven't been together themselves for very long. The way they talk, it's like they've seen some shit recently. Possibly been in some dangers. And I'm pretty sure the pretty tall one's in Asimar. And I don't think an Asimar would generally be meddling in the affairs of these folk unless he'd done something to prevent him from hanging around with the other Asimar, if you know what I mean.
But brother, you thought ill of the tiefling as well. He was fine, perhaps.
He was less than fine, he was an asshole.
So are you sometimes.
Look, you're not wrong there, but
Sometimes when you're building a blade and purifying the metal, you mix the metals together, make them stronger. Perhaps the forge is bringing us to these people to make us stronger.
So much inspiration right now.
damn it. Damn it, brother, you know when you're talking fortune terms. I can't argue with you.
It's like you're bellowing to me.
I understand your suspicion, but for now, let's try and make friends before we make enemies.
Look, at the very least, it seems like they're maybe a ticket to finding something about where the curator may be.
It's the best lead we've had.
It's the only fucking lead we've had. And that's better than nothing, so I guess for now, I'm just saying keep your wits about you, because everyone we've trusted so far has stabbed us in the back.
You're not wrong there.
Dagger.
Give yourself some god dang inspiration, boy. That was
If I
good.
had my inspiration, I would have given it to you.
Alright, so the brothers come back outside. You see this strange looking beast there ready to go.
What the hell is that?
I climb on the cart and essentially just lean
That is a...
Something that's hard to
What was it
pronounce.
called?
A dwarf horse.
Abrasun.
A brasun. That's a brasun. Well, it's actually a fey spirit that looks like a brasun.
It's quite a neat trick you can do.
It's a fey spirit, is it?
It is.
You know, like, after you've noticed that, you notice that this creature seems to naturally
Yeah, I'll interact with it. I guess I'll like pet it.
just sort of hold its head down towards you.
Yeah, and I'll cradle it.
Lets you do it. Alright.
I climb on the back and lean over the box protectively.
Mm-hmm. Alright. No, you don't even need to do it. You just tell the mount to go and it begins to pull the cart.
The mount, the what? Rasun.
I mean, it's still a mount though.
Broke balls on it.
So, you continue through the city, and the city is, well, it's 7:30 now, so people still getting prepared, but it's gotten busier now.
Yeah, it is.
You continue through, not much really happens. And
You
you get
scratching your cooch?
Whoa! That's staying in.
What? No, you could have.
No, I'm actually just scratching my belly.
You look like you're digging.
Looks like you're
My reach is all the way down there.
It looked like it's going everywhere. It did not look good.
Oh my god.
Well,
It's been a night. It has been a night.
I see you scratching. I'm like, whoa!
It's like your speech gave someone else inspiration.
Oh my.
Alright.
Let's move on.
Jason! Oh my god.
Nick's not impressed.
DM gets inspiration against you for that one.
Negative inspiration.
Desperation.
Desperation.
28 on a T.
You guys continue along to the northern gate, and the guards nod towards you, mainly towards you, Olivera, and they let you past. And the cart continues out. And you begin the ascent up the winding path around the bluff. Once again, beautiful day. As you round the corner, Lance. You see
Here.
Yes, Sarah. You see a child standing on the cliffside watching you. And it points east.
Ignore it.
Okay. You just ignore it.
Do
Don't
we
have a-
notice him like trying to shake something off, or?
You probably would. You'd see Sarah do and look away. Bit
Yeah.
strange. It's not crazily obvious,
Yeah.
but it's not
I just keep my eye on him from
totally
now
normal.
on.
You continue along. You guys having any chats? Any sneaky banter?
I'm just talking to this lady.
Are you excited
In
to
my
see the
I'm like bouncing along on the thing.
So we're hoping to see
How do you
Jethro.
how do you mean to be like 18?
I'm an excited 18-year-old. What do you want from me?
You'll probably meet Jethro, but the other two I don't know of them fondly, but I know Jethro.
What do you know? What's this Jeffro like? Is he trustworthy?
He's strong.
He's strong.
He's
Strong of arm.
okay, he's the youngest. What was it again? Youngest
Magistrate.
The youngest
magistrate
magister to
in
ever achieve the rank in Felden
to
Park.
ever achieve the rank in Felden.
Could that mean something to you? Didn't to me.
Does that mean anything to me?
You're just like, okay.
Sounds like a noble title, I guess.
To
Yes.
you, that term would probably be like, oh, so it's like hitting a Forge Lord really young.
Right.
And he's
Well,
only
not
18.
so much a Forge Lord, but
Yeah.
He's only 18. Well, 20. 18? 20.
I'll get along with Brotto.
25, I think
20,
you said.
he's 22 now.
Oh, but he reached magistrate
He's
at 18. 19.
He's 23 years old now.
23, okay.
Yeah.
You got some catching up to do, Brotto.
Alright, so, for the sake of brevity, an hour passes if anyone doesn't want to have any interesting conversations. Now
No.
that you're alone outside of the city.
I'll just be berating Olivera with like various questions about
Yeah.
like
What
Trinity
questions
and
would you
Jethro
like
and,
to-
like,
We won't. Let's not spend. last.
So the Trinity, the three, guard Felden Brook at the time of the festival.
For the second.
Alright, cool. So it begins to flatten out now, and there is small trees. Each of them around has floating crystals that seem to have small little ley lines of energy that surround it. And as you continue through this small little like tree line, you come towards the gates of Feldenhart Academy. As you get there, the gates just open up as your presence comes near. And you continue through, and you're inside here now.
There's my D30.
You're inside the courtyard, and as you look to the right, you see the portal where, if you decided to go through the portal, you'd be there. Since it's still early in the morning, 8ish, classes normally start at around 9, so at this time students would normally be in the mess hall eating food or in their dorms still preparing for the day or studying, so it's generally still a bit quiet. But a few adepts and arcanists are walking around to different places. Some are sitting in the courtyard reading through their books and their spells. Okay, you continue through, I imagine, to the big main, almost cathedral-like part of the academy where most of the admin is. And as you get there...
Are we taking the cart all the way through?
So the cart is,
like through the...
so it's a massive,
It's
massive
not a
sort of
portal,
atrium.
it's a massive door. Like
What's the reaction to the beast pulling the cart as we like enter the academy? With like
These are learned people. They know what it is.
they're just like
Like, okay, and they see the dwarves. Like,
Learned,
makes sense.
Becky. It's pronounced learned.
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 So you begin to make your way towards the Writ Master. So you'd begin to get your paperwork officialized from. You know she's a gnome woman. She's probably the most boring person you've ever met. Her name is Terra.
Including that other dude that was also running the shop.
So you get there, and it's a really tall lectern, and you see just her head, and she looks down. Yeah? Oh, hello there. You're
Yes.
here.
Wazowski!
I'm glad to see that you're back. How did everything go?
Ooh, a lot of stuff, Tara. A lot of stuff.
Oh, so your report's pretty big then?
Yes.
Oh,
Biggest report.
well, may I? She just stands up and you see...
Does a hand like outstretched like this? May I?
It's like a minute, and she comes down from the side and hobbles around the lectern toward you. May I have the papers, please?
Is she a halfling?
She's a gnome.
Oh, God.
Like a
Sure.
gnome. So taller than a halfling.
Goes back behind the lectern. Sits back on her chair.
Tara.
I need to officialize this. And she starts to flick through your report.
Are we with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the...
You hear the stamp. Second page. And you realise you've written about 100 pages.
I'm sitting back with Luthor. For people like us who live 1,000 years, you think you should have a bit more patience. How long did dwarves live for?
And then she's like,
400 years?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Gets down her lectern again, hobbles over towards this massive stack of paperwork.
I don't suppose we need we don't need Fluffy anymore.
Then she looks at it,
We'll see.
Yeah, but probably keep it around.
puts it back in,
So, yeah, spend
hobbles
10
back
minutes
over to the lectern,
and spend another spell slot to bring it.
sits back down,
Because it's not a ritual.
stamp. I'm only up to page 4. This might take a while.
Tara, have you seen Jeffo today? Or this morning? Or at all?
I know he's around, but I haven't seen him here.
Okay. Alright. What was my main teacher's name again? What was her name?
Astera.
Is Astera around?
I believe I am, young one. And over to the right, you see her standing in the doorway.
Hi. Hello.
Glad you've returned.
Lots of things to report.
Jeffrey has filled me in on a lot of the things that you told him.
Is he around?
I'm like peeking. I'm like, they're talking about Jeffrey.
Your friend here seems to have a...
He's very much wanting to meet Jethro. I was just wondering if he was around and I could introduce him. He's not from this land, I guess.
He's a Forge Lord in
Wannabe.
trading.
Oh, a disciple, yes.
Hmm.
I would call a wannabe as someone with no significance. He's from a Forge Lord family.
Oh, I guess.
He's a Forge Lord
What family
wannabe.
do you hail from?
The Forge Lord.
Pulls out the
The one I forgot the name of.
Aloe Vera,
Yeah,
could you come here for a second, please?
sure. Tara.
Okay. So you just literally walk up to this lectern and you're just able to peer over it. Is this right here? And as she points to it, there's this grammatical mistake.
What was it?
Don't you mean to put a full stop here instead of a comma?
Okay.
You know how they get.
Oh. Yep, I'll fix that, yeah.
Come on. That's not what an arcanist would do. I'm just trying to help you.
I got it, Bailey. It's all good. Sure. I'll answer her. I'll answer her for you.
Astera looks at you sternly. You know, we've been through punctuation, Aloe Vera.
Do you like where they sent you when you're over there?
A lot has happened.
So I've heard. Well, just to let you know, Jeffrel has filled us in and a council is being held in regards to your mission. A briefing to see how everything went.
Yeah.
I look at Chef and Kendrick. I like.
Do I need to be there?
You will. Jeffrel will come fetch you when he's ready.
We're all in earshot of this as well.
Yeah, you can hear this.
Do us? Do
Yeah.
we need to be there?
Your friends are more than welcome to attend. Well,
Will they
your friends who accompanied you on the journey are welcome to attend, as certain points of your mission need to be
clarified
and explained.
Of course.
And
in response to your question, we're from the house of Anvilfist.
Anvilfist.
Indeed.
A very, very famous family. Interesting. So, what brings you over here?
The Guardians.
I can imagine why they would bring the likes of Forge Lords like you over.
Never seen something like that. We're also
I don't imagine anyone's ever seen something like that.
tracking down some potential family heirlooms that may have been purchased from our family over time. Not sure if there's anyone here who's seen them, but...
Well, in a matter of fact, I know that our Grand Magister actually has a friend-run sword mounted in his study.
Really?
Yes.
Would there be any way we can have a look at it? Or perhaps talk to them?
Unfortunately, outsiders of the Academy don't just get access to the Grand Magister's office, you must understand.
Yes.
Of course.
Even Aloe Vera does not get access to the Grand Magister's office unless explicitly invited.
Perhaps at least you could
What's going on?
Could you tell him?
ask.
Hysteria.
Aloe Vera,
Yeah.
come here.
We are, after all,
Yes.
the last of our family.
You've mentioned this lance 20 times, and then out of nowhere is a Serion somewhere. Who is this?
That's
I didn't give her that name. Only Chef. So no one else actually knows that name.
Oh, okay. I thought it was everyone because
it
you
everyone?
were in front of everyone.
Yeah,
You did say it.
Oh, to everyone?
Yeah.
Right.
It's up to you.
I just thought it was Chef because he was the only one that was responding to me.
It's up to you.
You can retcon that. and
No, it's
talk
okay.
to-
I just didn't know. Because I said it and you responded, but I
Because
didn't know.
you were like to everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Serion.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were there because they didn't respond.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Cool.
That's him, Tara.
Oh. She crosses it out and puts lance just to make things easier.
Well,
Age 16 done.
Oh, wow.
And tell me, who are all these new people, my dear? You hear a familiar
Jethro?
voice.
Jethro. Hi.
Jeff the father.
Astera smiles. I'll leave you.
Uh,
I will see you soon. And she walks out.
Jethro. Hi.
How are you, my dear?
Good.
Have you been resting up and being behaved?
Yes, I have
Have you been drinking plenty of milk?
She's been drinking plenty.
I have a new acquaintance that would really, really love to meet you.
I see.
Milk of the grape.
Looks at you.
Huh?
Tell me, are you wearing clean pants today, Mister?
Sorry?
Are you wearing clean pants?
No, it's still dirty.
Oh.
What are you
Jethro.
talking about?
Jethro.
Yes, sorry, my dear.
This is brother? Brother.
Just like
I'm Luther of
He's
this.
clinking.
I'm Luther of
Clinking
the.
excitedly.
I'm Luther of the house.
Well,
Anvil Fist.
any friend of Ali there is a friend of mine.
I see the Guardian.
He is from a long, long way away, and he's heard about the Guardians.
You bear the insignia of the Anvil Fist. You're
He's
a forge lord?
Forge
In
squire.
training.
In training, a disciple. Very interesting indeed.
Right.
Well, look, I think it would be very remiss of me to not show you such a...
Chef.
All right.
He would like to ride you.
Control yourself.
Sorry, what?
He would like to ride on you.
Alavara.
What?
He'd like to ride on the construct while he controls it.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Are you all right, Talavera?
No, she's had so much to drink, not milk.
No, what? Lance.
She's a drink quite
Well,
a lot.
my friends, I know that Terra will be taking her time, and your council meeting will not be for another half hour or so. So, come. He's parked outside.
I'm like following like on
I
his
don't-
heels as fast as I can with my little legs.
I don't believe we're needed here.
I'm following.
All right. So
Oh.
as you go outside, you come to.
with Estera, can I have told her about Marcus and say like
The body.
the
You
body?
can probably do that later.
Oh,
If you want to.
okay.
She's gone now.
Oh, could
What were
Okay.
you
So
gonna say?
Jeffro leads you guys outside. and
We're gonna.
Just the two of us.
We're not needed. I don't think we're needed here.
Oh, just for the.
For this whole kerfuffle, like, if we can cover everything, but I think we could go speak to Danitha about the reward. Well, Alavera's taking care of this
How?
We need to be
Well, we
president.
we probably need the officiation
You need
to
to
be
be-
able to do that
officiation.
of her documentation
Yes.
that she's completed the task. But
We-
if you
And-
do want to talk, we can.
Oh, it's just, I don't think we're really needed here. I've already written on the big thing I
Well,
desire to
Olivera's
jump
got.
back on it again.
Yes, I agree. Olivera's got her council meeting, and we might be needed for that shortly.
So Jeffro leaves you outside to a small alcove that
Civilization.
sits just off the bluff, and he sits down. It's so nice outside.
I'm just like, yeah, but no one was.
Come, sit with me.
Let's sit down next
Forge
to
Lord in training.
Is there a library here I can peruse?
Oh yeah, there's a general
I'll
library
probably
that you're
start
allowed
with
to.
you.
I'm going to go to the general library and try and find anything I can about ancient elvish orders and ancient elves, anything in that field of study.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Do you want some help?
Yeah, you came with me, right?
Yep. Do you want me to help you look?
Absolutely.
All right.
But wouldn't it be this?
Guess that makes an advantage.
Doesn't
Oh,
help.
jeez, get a new dice.
I'm the opposite of Micah. I've rolled 2, 2, 3. I've just rolled everything under 10. But that's a 10.
So, you've never been in such an extensive library like this, and there's just rows of books. It's almost slightly intimidating.
I've
now,
never
not
been in a
there is.
library.
Not like this.
You're more like, what a
Library.
waste of trees.
Indeed, just at all. Yeah, you're just like, eh. So, slightly intimidated, you comb through like a couple of books, and there's nothing you can find, and you're just like,
I'm not intimidated, I'm just confused.
yeah. You're sitting there.
I'm there with him. Like, forgive my brother. He's excitable.
So he sort of plays with the amulet around his neck, and you see it glow blue. And as you see that, you see in his left hand small tethers appear in his fingers. And he starts to do some complex fingers that, if anyone tried to do it, it almost looks like they would dislocate their fingers just with the swift movements he's doing.
What jutsu is he performing?
I
I
swear.
don't have the Sharingan, I can't copy it.
From behind you guys, you hear, and as you look, you see the face of the Titan come up above the cliff, and it looks at you. And then he flicks it once, and it goes, and smiles towards you.
It's amazing.
Puts its hand out.
I run over.
Where do you wish for yourself to go? You wish to inspect the body, inspect the metals and the craftsmanship of such a beast?
That would be
Very well.
A huge
And he begins to like not even look. He's just moving you across different sections of his body. So you can
got my
examine.
notebook out,
Yeah.
like scribbling stuff
Your,
as I'm like
your brother is a
inspecting.
very excitable kind of person, yes?
Oh, yes, he is.
So I can tell you are not a forged lord. You are not chosen by Hammerfear? Tell me, does
Well-
that suck if your brother is?
Not to say I'm not chosen by Hammerfear. Not chosen in the same way.
I see.
Chosen for the same purpose, but Damn it, now I'm copying his accent.
Well, regardless, I have read little pockets of information about the Forge Lord rights and their creed, and I thought it was strictly forbidden to pick any sort of relative or sibling as an inheritor.
Well, unfortunately, we didn't really have much of a choice on that one.
I see.
Unfortunately, the rest of the hammer fist, no, the anvil fist,
Anvil fists.
anvil fist.
Hammer feeders.
The great.
Well, we're the last,
You're the last. That's a shame.
very
Yeah.
much. It's not. It's a fairly recent occurrence.
Oh. Well, if it means anything from a stranger, my condolences. If that is what needs to be said.
And I appreciate it.
Are you okay there, Brolthor? Do you need to go anywhere else? I'm not really looking at you. I'm not supervising a child.
Over that way.
Alright.
Having this noise is so
Just make sure you put it on the backside at some point.
I don't think it has that kind of anatomy.
As you're beginning to it begins to move you down, and now you're in front of its ass.
No,
So that's how it
no,
works.
no. Would you describe him as thick?
With 3 C's.
Badonkadonk.
Yeah.
No, reading that? See.
Aloe vera,
Yeah.
page 54.
Oh, you're almost not even done yet.
Just halfway.
I can't help but notice you've made a sketch here, and then you've talked about the different hag types, but you've written 6 here, but there are only 5 documented. Was that a mistake? You realize it is. This is only 5 types.
That was a mistake.
Very well. Back to you guys.
Boy,
I love it.
What, is
Drawing
she
tight
rejecting
in the
everything
She's
that...
stamping it like as if that's
It's
okay.
officiated,
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
Okay.
He's You seem like.
that's right. That needs to go to.
Tell me.
You get the
what,
inspiration coin.
What is the weird elf girl?
Oh, you're talking about aloe vera?
Yeah, that one.
What about her?
She said you were the youngest.
Isn't she there?
No, she's
she's with her.
weird.
She's having to wait for a work.
She said you were the youngest to achieve your rank.
That's correct.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I'm the best. Like, really, I'm so powerful. I climbed to the rank of Magister. I'm almost at High Magister now, and I'm.
Is he Mario?
To me.
It's not even a humble brag.
I'm the best.
Well,
So, you know, yeah, I am pretty strong and I'm pretty good.
now I'm fucking copying his accent every
I'm
time.
getting some full metal
just called
alchemist
mirroring.
Armstrong vibes here.
Okay.
That's exactly.
Well, we've been sitting here for a while. Friend, your time is up. I'm so sorry. I need to be getting back
Oh,
inside.
thank you.
Your tire's up. Cries.
No, I'm just so happy I got to do it.
I must be.
Can I go again? Can I go again?
I must be collecting aloe vera now because she has an important council meeting with the Magisters about her mission.
The Magisters.
Seems like it was pretty intense.
Go
And
find
that's one way to put it. Alright, well, gentlemen, I don't believe you are required within the council, but stranger things have happened. If you want to come in, I'm sure it'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Do we
3
want
whole
them to come
seasons
in?
of Stranger
Do we want
Things.
them to- I prefer our
Shall we
business
go?
to
You don't
kept
want-
our
I
business.
don't suppose there'd be any way to like,
Get the drink.
besides, obviously we can't look at the blade inside the...
Inside the Grand Magister's office,
No.
yes.
Anything else we're looking at in here that we might be able to just...
Yeah. Unless you study for about... Oh, I'm doing your accent. Unless you study for about 5 years or
Just
so.
called mirroring.
Probably not, friend.
It's an empathy thing.
That's fair.
Sorry.
Just a mirroring. Copy.
But... No, never mind.
The reason I say is my brother. He's a bit like...
I've seen, yes.
No, he's a bit like you.
What do you mean? Gifted?
Exceptionally. For his age,
Look.
he understands a lot about blades and about the forge.
Of course. But you see, I am the wrong person to talk to about such things. My gifting comes from my interactions and research with the arcane, not with the divine. They are two very different things.
No.
The arcane comes from the divine, sure, but we use something created by the gods, not from the gods themselves.
So I guess what I was saying is there's no... You don't have any sway here in maybe talking to the right person?
Oh, if only I did. That's why I'm trying to build myself up to the High Magister.
Perhaps we'll come back.
Perhaps you will. Anyway, I must be getting to it, gentlemen, so will you be joining us?
Don't see why not.
We
I
prefer
believe,
some of our...
I believe the Grand Magister will actually be there, which is quite unheard of.
Then
You can come.
why not?
Are you sure?
Sick cargo shorts.
There's going to be a lot.
Alright. Aloe vera,
Yes.
20 years ago.
page 74.
You're almost done.
Getting there. You mention that there were strange mushrooms. You've said that they are purple with a strange dots here, but here you've mentioned that they were black. Which one is it?
They were purple.
Good. Crosses it out.
And they were really well made.
Yes.
Alright, so
shall refer to
Jeffro
mushrooms
comes
by their
inside.
proper name
Aloe
from
vera,
now.
dear. It's time.
Don't I need my papers?
They'll come later.
Oh.
That's why you're coming in. We
Don't
need a
forget,
fuller.
we've got also the things we attained from...
We need a full account from your entourage too.
That's right, we burned the faceplate,
Well,
so
for,
not that ungodly Peter.
And the dagger was given to
Brother.
Jeffro.
Ken, come. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't ask Jeff Roll about the kid.
The what? Oh, the kid.
The little girl.
The kid.
Yes. What about her?
Any news?
Is she okay?
She's fine. The high priests were able to cure her yesterday. She broke from her sleep last night.
Oh.
A review has been put in by the Felden Guard and also us here in the academy. It's quite a worrying concern of just how dark and powerful this curse was on this girl.
What about...
It is
What we thought were a simple pack of murderous bandits might be something much more sinister, which is also why you are coming into this council.
A sinister
What?
pack of bandits.
And what of the woman that was there with them, Laurel? I believe we mentioned her to
She
Jeffro, right?
She got
died.
But
She
yes,
got died.
but surely she was a noble. You said,
Yeah.
Alavera.
Oh, from a noble family.
There was no mention of any woman to me.
I thought I was unconscious for a lot of it. So
Oh,
There was
yeah,
no one.
no,
She
no.
got mowed down by the.
There was no woman.
That is
Yes, there was.
unfortunate.
Oh, what, there was a woman,
But
but
she's
like
just
we
another
didn't mention
casualty
it.
of
We didn't
what
mention
must
it
be
after.
a very insidious group of
Mm.
savages of...
Although that woman is very important in the investigation because she was sent by the sea to
Sorry,
dispose
the
of
what?
The sea. The curator, that's what everyone's calling him.
Oh, yes.
I'm not sure who he is, but this woman was sent by the curator to remove. What's the little short elf's name again? The Scot one. Yenman. Remove Yenman from the plot.
from the
As it
hill.
were.
I see. We have tried for many, many, many cycles to track this curator, but we have not succeeded. Even Grand Magister, he has not succeeded either. So whatever kind of warding magic they're using is extremely powerful.
seems he put a curse on this Laurel, who was one of your nobles.
Curse?
She was having nightmares.
He visited her in her dreams. I'm not sure if it was a curse or just some powerful magic.
There is magic that can do such things. It's not a curse. Anyway, these will all be asked within this council.
Was the dagger destroyed?
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
Shall we?
But there were certain parts that were not destroyed.
Why not?
I don't know.
What
He
are
hands
those
you a
parts?
small couple of bone fragments, and you realise that these bone fragments seem to be slightly pulsing with a strange whitish blue essence.
What does it mean?
I think these need to go back to wherever these children are buried. That might put them at rest. One does
can't
not
go
simply
back.
destroy a soul fragment.
We cannot go back.
No. I don't think it's referring back into the battle. It's more
The
back to
ghosts.
wherever these children, because this knife was from the hag.
Yes.
Hags do move around.
Perhaps this is best left for the acolytes of Buchan then.
Possibly. It could be a gift given to them, or a task given to them. But we must get going. We are starting to run late.
Mhm.
Let us go. So, he beckons you back towards the back part of the atrium behind Terra's desk. As you walk down a corridor that just seems to go endlessly, you're walking for a good 2-3 minutes.
Bringing Marcus's
Lots of different
box.
doors.
Are we leaving
All the way
Marcus?
through.
Is it too big for Marcus's box to get
Yeah,
inside?
too big for Marcus's
So we're
box.
leaving him like a courtyard.
Leaving him inside the atrium there.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's
Can't
the
I
case,
just like tell one of
You,
the people?
you told
Very told.
your head teacher,
Yeah,
Mhm.
about him. So
Okay.
somebody knows.
and she mentioned that we would wait to talk about it in the.
Okay, so it's being looked after.
Mhm.
So you continue down this corridor, and you finally get to a double door right at the end of the corridor. It's quite big, probably stands about 20 feet tall. And Jeffrel waves his hand over, and you see symbols light up. And then the doors push
That's
open.
bloody brilliant.
And then as you go through, you just see a narrow doorway, narrow pathway. And you see small little blue and purple lights that lead into a central platform that's round. As you look around, you can just see the floor seems to go down. It goes dark. And there's small little white lights mounted on the
grip
wall
onto
in a
the
big circular room.
Kind of reminds you of like, have you seen Harry Potter, the one how Harry's been put on trial?
Yeah.
Like, it reminds you of that room, kind of.
Did you just ask any of us if we've seen Harry? She's wearing a Hogwarts shirt.
All I can see is blonde hair and straps. No, I see it. Yeah, that's Hogwarts.
You continue in, and Jeffrey walks in towards the...
Yeah, Jeffy.
Jeff.
well,
Oh.
come. And you notice that there are 4 seats, and quickly Jeffrey waves his hands and just... 2 more chairs appear.
I was just gonna stand in the back, but okay.
And with that, he mutters another incantation, and you watch as he flies up into the air, up forward, and as that happens, you see lights appear, and there's a small alcove where there are 3 people sitting on one side, on high-backed chairs. Then you see a massive chair in the middle with an older-looking person sitting there, and 1 chair that's empty to the other side of him. So in the middle, on this big chair, you see an older-looking Air Genasi. So he's got very blue skin, and you can easily see that his face is quite wrinkled, and he's sitting there with a blank expression on his face. You can see that his eyes are slightly greying, and he's just sitting there, seems peacefully observing the situation. You hear like his ears starting to twitch, listening around what's going on.
He's blind.
Over to the left, you see the 3 other people. You would know them as soon as you see them, Olivera. One of them is a human named Elston. He's a High Magister. Elston's a balding older man. He has toad-like features. He's got bulging eyes and a real fat neck. And you see that he's got this big beard
What is he?
that flows down to his waist. He's human.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
does.
all kind of arcane symbols, like tethered to his beard and his Magister's cloak and everything. And he's looking at you intently. Next to him, you see a very beautiful, slender woman. You know her. Her name is Tyra. She is an Aasimar, and she's noted for her extreme power and evocation. It's been said that she brought down a whole village of half-orcs herself.
What is so?
Blasty
What
boy.
did you say?
Blasty.
An
Aasimar.
Aasimar named Tyra.
She's a Tara.
Last name Banks.
She's extremely potent with
Tyra
evocation magic. Rumours of her have said that she brought down a whole half-orc encampment herself.
She's a blasty boy.
Any of you who would look at her would see she's maturely gorgeous. She's got a thin face with heavily accented features, and she has a small circlet around her head that's emblazoned with an emerald that seems to shine bright with a green fire within it. Her silver hair falls down over the headband and down onto her shoulders, and she looks intently and sternly at all of you
Silver
with
hair.
golden eyes that seem to have this bright flame within them.
No, I don't like being here.
It's
As
very
she
intimidating.
catches my eye, I just wink.
Next to
No.
next to Tyra, you see Astera sitting there too, smiling and watching you. Well,
Is Jeffrel next to us still?
Are we in trouble?
Jeffrel's on the other
He
side.
flew.
I don't know
Oh.
yet.
This is.
He like,
I didn't expect to be here.
Tyra stands
I
up.
lean to Halavera.
What's it?
We'll just answer
Adept
all of the
Alivera.
questions, obviously.
Yes, sir. Oh, ma'am. Sir.
So man,
Wait, who am I talking to?
Good start, Tyra, the Aasimar.
Oh, yeah.
You come before us after having embarked on a mission. With what we've heard in the reports, it was clearly meant for an Arcanist. And you have completed this. Nonetheless, 2 of your chosen people have fallen, but it is to our understanding that this was not part of the mission. This was part of a foolish, emotional choice that got them killed. Now, you will begin to recount everything that has happened. Your title of Arcanist banks on this. And we're going to end the session there.
Flip. I don't want to be here.
This is not where I should be.
This is the opposite.
this isn't the forest.
So,
well,
that's a bit of fun.
Flip.
Welcome into the Madhouse, Dwarvy boys.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into trouble.
No.
Keep talking to me in Forge terms. I love it.
Yeah, that was.
You guys haven't even seen the blade yet.
Forge me, daddy.
Forge me, daddy.
Forge.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in again. Hey.
Thank you.
So, well, hopefully, we should be getting some more episodes out.
That would
I
be
believe,
nice. That would be nice.
unfortunately, in our next episode, you're actually going with the wifey for a little holiday, aren't you? There.
Honeymoon.
Oh, your honeymoon. Bang.
Belated honeymoon.
Bang. Bang.
Belated
Bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang.
Bang.
So unfortunately, we won't have Matt with us next week, but Lance will be there.
I'll be busy doing something else because I'll be so unnerved by the harrowing counselor. I have to go outdoors for like a couple of
He's gonna run already. You know
Yeah.
what you know what you could do just to say thank you to see Matt not being here. Support us on Patreon.
That was a
That makes sense.
fantastic segue. But hey, as I said, guys, comment below. We love seeing your stuff. Subscribe, like. Patreon, follow, Instagram, Reddit. Yes.
And
great.
ask Sarah a question, any question.
Exactly. Just look at her stories and just comment. She's
Like,
there.
like, she's
Ask
It's
me.
well, if you watch our last episode of Bogans and Banter,
And if you
I
don't,
didn't realise how small
if you
your
don't
fingers
do
are.
any of the above things, I will personally call you
Look how small that is.
as X3
oh god, oh
and
god,
telemarket you
Look,
for the
look,
rest of your
it doesn't
days.
you
even
mean
like-
claptrap?
Clap.
just remember, just remember, it's
Look.
Sarah Bear 093.
Like,
That's who you want
Yeah.
to send a message to. Okay.
Can
She
you
will
not?
reply.
Hashtag Pape Nation.
She will reply to this message.
I will not.
We'll make it influencer. If you
holy
get
shit, you
Sarah.
put my ring on. You won't even like.
Why are you
Right.
trading rings?
Anyway, guys,
If
we're
you,
taking off.
if you put
So we'll
her
see
ring
you
on,
next
you're married
session.
to him.
No, I'm not.
That's how it works.
Bye.
Signing out.
Bye bye.
So big.
I could, if it's a
That's how it works though, isn't it?